You're listening to the Podaholics Comedy Network. Podaholics.com.
Welcome everybody to the Set Up Podcast with Nolan, Anthony, and Alan.
Welcome back to the podcast, y'all. So this week we're going to be switching things up. See, last week we went old school. We had an OG, Clayton Grawl, the clandestine skate spot installer all over Los Angeles, working on his night moves, regularly being where he's not supposed to be, installing spots where they're not supposed to be. A true OG. And see, this week we switch it over to the new school. We have Mike Montoya, the founder and the head man, the one-man show for a new skate company called Mace Skateboards. They make carbon fiber skateboards, and I have skated them myself, and they are sick. They're not perfect yet. We talk about this in the podcast. It's a young company. He's still developing and working out all the kinks, but it's the best non-wood skateboard I've ever skated. And so he comes on the podcast this week with his buddy Gabric Ramos, who's a skater who kind of is like a board tester, and I've seen him skating around North Hollywood, and they're both really cool dudes. And so we had a lot of fun talking, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So I want to do a quick plug for him. If you want to check out his boards, if you're interested in buying one, as a matter of fact, you can go to Ride Mace, that's M-A-C-E, ridemace.com, and you can check out the boards there. Long boards, pennies, hybrids, and just regular old like street skate shaped boards. You can also follow him at Mace Boards on Insta, that he posts videos of him and his buddies skating the boards. Also follow Gabric Ramos at Gabric, G-A, it's like fabric, but with a G, _ Ramos, A-R-A MOS on Instagram. And then let's go over the business stuff. Let's follow me at Nolan Culver, follow Anthony at Stand Up Anthony, follow Alex at Alex Crawfo. And if you're a fan of the cast, go subscribe if you haven't yet on the YouTube channel. We have 100 subscribers now, so we have our own URL. So it's youtube.com/thesetuppodcast. Major milestone, no big deal. And then facebook.com/thesetuppodcast. You can go like that page and stuff. And then go to iTunes and subscribe to the Setup Podcast in iTunes. That rate and subscribe in iTunes. That really helps if you review, rate, and subscribe and all that. It actually helps move us up the charts, makes us more visible. And I want to say thank you for everybody who's been listening. Things have been going great. We're having a lot of fun, and people seem to enjoy the podcast. And we keep getting really cool, interesting skaters who are interested in being on it. I'm going to give you a quick taste. We got upcoming episodes include old mid-state skate homie. He was a Grom back when I was skating. Simon Jensen rides for Crooked, Thunder, Spitfire, Nike, and so many other companies. And then we're going to be having Element's very own Grayson Fletcher, gnarly fucking dude. Check out Grayson Fletcher in Perdition Part on YouTube. We're going to be having that guy on, all thanks to Matt Ward, the godfather and creator of all skateboarding. So that's going to be sick, made. Thank you guys for listening, and let's just get down to it.
No, I'm just...
Oh, I was like, dude.
I do, actually.
Really?
Yeah, like, supposedly
ADD or brain damage?
I have massive amounts of brain damage.
From what?
Well, I was born without a heartbeat.
Jesus. How could you be?
Are we recording? Are we recording?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
So wait, you were born without a heartbeat?
My umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck, and I had
geez.
no heartbeat, and they had to resuscitate me. I had a really bad fever when I was like 6 years old, and they thought I was going to die. Turns out I just had a little dose of brain damage, and
Jesus, man.
and I lost my sense of smell.
Wait, you can't smell?
My brother has no smell.
Really?
You can't smell?
Crazy. I have no sense of smell whatsoever.
Does that affect you eating? Because I know when I eat, like, the smell is like a good 50% of that.
I assume that I can only taste about 30% of what normies can.
Normies. Oh, that's what
because supposedly over half of your sense of taste is smell, and because I can't smell, I just imagine that I only taste a fraction of what everybody else does, and also as a result, I love everything. Every type of food is just like the best. Oh so I don't know if that's a sense of smell thing or.
It makes like really good food not that great, but it makes shitty food pretty
good. Great.
Yeah.
So you
levels
can
things out a little bit.
If I had to guess, that's probably the way it works.
So your wife must like you, because if like any food you're like it tastes good, and other people are like, oh my god, it tastes like crap.
Yeah, I
nice.
am, and she compliments me all the time on that. It's like, I just think I'm the best wife in the world because anything I make, you always think it's awesome.
And then someone else eats it, it's like, what are we eating? And you're just like, it's good, right?
Right, pretty much.
Like,
so,
Can you hear yourself?
Hello? No.
Here, turn that mic on. I think that's the problem.
is this on?
Oh yeah, you guys are on.
Or maybe we weren't on. It's just like
It's that little switch right there.
Boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby
man.
boys.
Anthony's here.
But that's interesting.
This is like the good and bad of having a skate videos playing on in the background.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is. Everyone
we can
wants
easily just be
Ryan's
like,
get
You're like,
distracted.
wait.
oh, so you have brain damage. Anyways,
Well, I was born like a month early.
nice.
Yeah, I was a month early, and then I have like, not like half a brain, but I have audio processing disorder, so that's why I excelled in sports. Like
Okay.
I'm not good at really learning, so like that's why I started skating and playing baseball and all that stuff, because that stuff was easy to me. As like in learning English, I was like,
Interesting.
Me too.
But wait, what? You mean like you can't learn when people are trying to teach you something?
Like,
is that
it's
like meaning with
it's
their
like
words?
auditory. Like, you know, when you're in a classroom and like the teacher is like speaking to you and like showing you, I'm more of like a physical. Like,
Yeah.
you have to show me physically.
Yeah.
One-on-one. You have to show me physically, like one-on-one.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's like, that's why like baseball, skateboarding, any sports I do, I can excel like within a week.
If it's tangible, it's doable for you.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yes, definitely for that.
I agree with that. 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I was real good at sports and wasn't real good at the old trigonometry.
yeah.
Or,
I'm gonna be like the words.
Those words, I
Those are
can't put them
good.
together.
the old thing.
Never knew
The old
words.
sentences.
Yeah.
Centerooskers.
I think I'm right down the middle. I have no special. I'm great. I'm doing great. I know how to do everything normal. I'm not special
You're
at
a
all.
normie, as they
yeah, I'm a
say.
normie. Yeah,
You're a normie.
Oh man, I've never wanted to be not a normie more in my whole life.
Oh gosh.
That's crazy though. Do you think that was because you were born a month early? Obviously, that's why they think that.
I don't think so. It's just like maybe a month early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there common side effects of that when that happens? Like if
Being a month early?
Yeah, like could you just end up being just like, oh, he's a month early. It's obviously scary, but you have to figure. Yeah, I mean, like they could just medical science can you turn out normal every time. Like or are there a certain amount of things that happen for most premature babies?
Well, I know my parents were telling
Preemies.
me. Yeah, for preemies, I know that I had to have almond milk. Like I couldn't have regular milk for
Oh,
some reason.
yeah.
Like almond milk, I had to have that.
But a lot of people can't have dairy.
Well, I know, but as a baby, like for some reason, the milk like messed me up.
Weird.
So I like all that stuff. I had to have almond milk and all that.
Gluten? You a glue guy?
Now because because I have psoriasis on my head.
Oh, me too, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like I
psoriasis.
was doing research.
Friggin' normies.
I'm gonna get in there. No, I'm gonna get in there.
Ah,
with that too,
normie.
actually.
No.
Oh, wait, no, but he has alopecia.
Yeah, I do have alopecia.
So that's
oh,
something.
dude, that's I don't know. Every so often, all of my hair falls out of my head.
Oh yeah, I was talking.
Yes, actually, no, I
yeah.
had that
Dude.
in
Yeah.
high school.
That was
Or
the
high school,
worst.
College. Sorry.
I looked like a dehydrated Vin Diesel when that happens.
Does it still happen?
Yeah, it happens.
We need to do
it hasn't
it.
happened in a few years.
Do you have a
but-
picture from that time?
Oh yeah,
We
absolutely.
need to do like a cut too
Ugh,
on the
yeah,
video.
Go ahead. There will be. Yeah.
I know my buddy
Ugh.
used to like.
We don't
so
have to.
always
No, we
around
will.
midterms and finals, all of his hair would fall out.
Oh,
And
fuck.
so
Oh,
he
yeah,
always
it
said that
is-
it was stress related.
Yeah, stress induced. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. At the time, I was saving up money to move down here. I was like auditioning for a few things, and
I remember that.
it started coming out in patches, and then the patches got so big that it looked awful. So I just started picking it.
Oh,
Bicked it for like 6 months, I think, and then it came back. But it all came back except for right on my forehead. There was
Yeah.
like a big, and I was scared for like the longest time
And it's
that
back
it
now.
wasn't. Oh yeah. I mean, well,
yeah, you can
Look at
even
that.
tell.
Look at that Tony Danza
look at
mane.
that.
yeah. So it came back just fine after, but I was afraid I was just gonna have to live my life with like one patch. Like,
God.
I'd have to explain that.
Oh,
Get like a
man.
little guy with like a lawnmower tattooed right there or something.
Hey, that'd be
Just
awesome.
so I could have like a sense of humor about the situation.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah,
Yeah.
here's to that not happening again.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's why I shaved my head, because I have like, since psoriasis, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go gluten free, and I'm also already vegan, so I'm like, because I used to have long hair, like my hair used to be down to here.
Oh really?
Yeah, like in my ID picture.
We also need to cut to that on the
Oh,
video.
dude. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, "What?"
That's
the
funny.
heck? So like, I was like, "All right, I want to get to the root of it," and so I shaved it like about a month ago, just to see like what was going on, if I did have psoriasis, or like what I could do.
Because you get wicked dandruff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I've had it my whole life.
yeah.
In stages.
in
Not always
stages.
there, but
yeah, like I get like red bumps and dandruff, and like you can especially see the difference when I eat gluten. Like my girlfriend says, there's a big difference.
Interesting.
So like I've been gluten free about like almost a month or so, and it feels better. It doesn't burn or anything, because like that's what comes with it too.
Did you have it when you were a kid too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What's it called? Like baby something. They call it like, it's like a term.
Fucking
My buddy
baby
used
stuff.
to use like tea tree oil.
Yeah.
For that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have to use this shampoo that had like tar in it.
Yeah.
It smelled like tar.
There's some at CVS. My roommate has it too.
Yeah.
So he like turned me on.
Fuck,
to it.
man,
I was-
everybody's got psoriasis.
I know.
It's an
What's up,
autoimmune disorder.
Oh no, I know. That's why when I got so is alopecia, and so when I got that, I tried to eat healthy for a while.
For a hot second.
I mean,
For a
Chug 'em
hot-
down, dude.
Oh, dude. Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly.
And where are you from?
I grew up I grew up about 2 hours outside of Seattle.
Okay. Well, you're in the perfect place to be like super healthy.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
Like-
There's so many options. I know, and I should. And
I mean, that Mountain Dew is pretty healthy.
dude, it's so delicious, dude. That's the thing. It's like it's so.
It's good.
I can't do
Citrus
Mountain
juice.
Dew anymore, man. I was like, when I was in high school, I would drink
I've-
by the cube. You remember when they would sell it, the 24? When
Oh,
when I first got a
Yeah.
job, I would go and buy a cube every week for my little fridge that I got,
Absolutely.
chugging it. And then at some point, it was like kind of right around the end of college. Everything that was sweet became too sweet, like sugary stuff.
Oh,
All of a sudden, my
yeah.
palate was like, ugh.
Same.
What
I
happened?
don't
Way too
know
much.
why.
Yeah.
Have you been to Taco Bell and had the Mountain Dew Baja Blast?
No.
Oh, dude, there's
sounds
so
sounds
good,
horrible.
Have you had that one?
Oh my! Have I had that one?
Dude, this dude lives on
I
it.
had one like 2 days ago, man. It was so
I used to-
good.
that was like my thing like 5 years ago, is Baja Blast with the cheesy double beef burrito. That was 79 cents back then.
I knew I liked this guy.
79 cents.
There's
Yeah,
something
I
on
was
this guy.
like, to this day, my friends were like, let's get that cheesy double beef burrito or whatever. All the time when I used to skate with them, they just messaged me like, I remember you, Gabric, you getting that, like 3 of them after a skate sesh.
Oh yeah, man.
For some reason, it was so good.
So much protein.
I know, right? And with the
Is that
Baja,
what it is?
Soy protein.
I know,
that-
soy
yeah.
protein. That was like 6 years ago. That was like the best.
I'm all
Dude.
about the cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Since high school, I still get it every once in a while. I never stray too, dude. I don't like the rest of that menu. I'll have something else every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
this isn't a cheesy
no,
gordita
no
crunch.
Mexican pizzas for
No.
you guys?
No.
I used to get them too.
That's my go-to at
Yeah.
the old TB specials. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I want to do like a for reals like Mexican pizza though, like straight up like some like solid like sopapilla dough, and just have like just like hot sauce for the sauce.
Yep.
Oh,
And
damn.
Yep.
Like a variety of like spicy cheeses for
Uh-huh.
the cheese, and like chorizo as like do it for real, not like not Taco Bell style.
Yeah, I know. That's why every
So
time.
instead of marinara hot sauce,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Instead of marinara, just have like
It's
some,
not
like,
marin-
habanero sauce.
Is it marinara? I thought it was enchilada sauce on the old Mexican pizza.
Yeah, I think it is.
Right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be weird if it was marinara. It wouldn't be a Mexican. It'd just be a pizza.
that's what I was saying. But that's what he's replacing. He said he would replace the red
Yeah.
sauce with hot sauce.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
yeah.
Some tapatio. on
Hey,
there.
So wanna make
Cheese.
that in a couple days for me.
Cholula?
Because you're
Hells
making me
yeah,
hungry.
that
But
sounds-
vegan style? Can you do it vegan style?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm
my-
sure Mexican
That's-
people do.
vegan-
That's one of the
Vegan.
worst things about like gluten-free bread is all right. There's a lot of gluten-free good shit, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
dairy-free cheese it doesn't.
You never
it's
tried
not the thing.
Then you
bro.
gotta let me make you a pizza then.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
And it's
Dude,
good.
at Trader Joe's for like $15, and I can make 3 or 4.
The cheese you can make it not weird.
Dude, there's like
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. All right. That's a game changer.
You just got your mind blown.
That's
Yeah,
a game changer.
We'll have me and my girlfriend.
Well, because
make
my
it.
Betsy, my wife,
Yeah.
also
My
I point to her like
wife.
she's there. She's just standing there staring at us
Yeah.
off camera. She just,
She's like,
wow, what are you guys doing? She cooks like pizzas with gluten or dairy-free cheese every once in a while. So.
Yeah. Really?
It doesn't melt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You ever have that
yeah,
problem?
yeah.
Chars.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one thing I do miss.
But you
being
figured it out.
vegan. Yeah.
They have
There's
it.
one thing I miss. I miss Costco pizza.
Yeah.
dude.
That is one thing I miss.
Yeah, man.
Like if I could. Oh.
You're not from Seattle, right?
No, I'm from
Oh, okay.
California.
Okay. Yeah.
What part of California?
A little town called Temecula.
Okay. Yeah,
A
yeah,
little
yeah.
town called Temecula.
Little
Now it's like booming. I was there when
I know,
there was,
right?
Yeah, I was there when there was like 50,000 people. Now it's up to like 200,000. So
Oh,
it's
hold
like-
on. Sorry. He owns a company.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the
That's a
numbers. I gotta
perfect
pull the number.
segue.
Yeah.
Temecula. Okay, so Temecula
Yeah.
is located
Yeah, we'll get to your
east, right? Or am I wrong? North?
North.
south.
North. South.
South of here.
South of here?
Yeah, so I'm in the middle
What am I
between
thinking?
like LA and San Diego.
Okay.
In the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Alright.
got like Pechanga, you got wineries.
Is it like
Yeah, meth.
Where is it?
Dude.
In relation to like Carlsbad? That's where my brother lives.
Oh yeah, Carlsbad. You take the 5. No, you take the 15. You take
Okay.
the 15.
All right.
Like you know the 78 to the 15.
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
Take the 5,
take
the 78,
5 down
the
south, yeah.
78,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's California.
you
for you.
hit San Vicente and you're there.
I'll sound out. Mike, where you from?
Here. The LA area.
You had to add, you're like, oh, where
You're
was
like,
I
was I?
from?
No, yeah, for real. It's like my dad moved us all over the place. So like there's a portion of my childhood where we lived in Arizona, we lived in New Mexico, we lived in Texas,
Really?
Southern California, Northern California, and just kind of like that whole
Yeah. The
western,
Pacific
southwestern-
Southwest.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
old?
pretty
Beautiful
much.
country.
How old were you when you lived in New Mexico?
I think that was between the ages of like 2 and randomly ages between 2 and 8.
Okay, so let me ask you this: all the alien stuff, did that freak you out when you were a kid living in New Mexico?
No,
No. All right.
no.
Have you been there before?
I haven't. No. I've
what's
always
what's
wanted
that
to
town
go.
called?
Roswell?
Roswell.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
there 2 years ago with my girlfriend. We were going to a trip to Colorado, and we saw which ways we can go. And I was like, oh my god, I want to go through Arizona to Mexico up to Colorado. It's pretty interesting. Once you get in that little town within a square, like 5-mile radius, there's just aliens everywhere, like wood carvings, like everything in Roswell is just aliens.
Yeah.
It's just
you
like-
got to stay on brand. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They have
Yeah.
nothing else really.
You got to see the museum.
Absolutely.
The museum is so funny. It looks like literally like a 10-year-old like presentation. Literally just like it's
It's kind of like cardboard cutout.
I swear it's just like
great.
okay, that's cool, and it's just literally takes like 5 minutes to go through.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just like elementary schools in the area get to make projects, and that's like
It's like free kind of like slave labor in a way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it makes the town survive.
sure
And it's all on the backs of children.
on the
It is
crafts
pretty
and
funny.
creativity of children.
It's pretty funny.
The reason why we lived there was my grandpa was in the Air Force, and so he
Figured.
called bullshit on all that stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He didn't believe it?
No, I mean, no, yeah.
Did
he
you hear
was,
Bill
like-
Clinton said, like, after he got out of office, he's like, he said something cryptic in a book that he wrote. He's like, before I went into the being the president, and then I didn't believe about.
It's a good sentence.
I know, man. Jesus, I'm the host of this podcast. Before words, he said, before I became president, I didn't believe in aliens. He said, but after, I was like, I don't know. Like, being president kind of made him think. So the question
think
is, does
Hillary
your
said
grandpa
something
know
similar.
more than Bill Clinton?
Definitely not anymore.
That's a
'cause
hard
he's
hitter.
dead.
How,
That was a-
how secret was your grandfather's clearance is what we actually want to know. We've been trying to get down to this.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
what
yeah,
brass
no,
tacks,
no,
man.
he had top secret clearance. He was. Have you guys ever seen the movie Wind Talkers? Where they used like a Native American language, the Navajo language, to be able to send Morse code. He wasn't one of the Navajo talkers, but he was one of the guys that like translated that stuff into Morse code that they would use to communicate.
What?
Oh
wow.
that kind of stuff. And he was actually a POW in Japan because he like I don't remember. I don't have the full story, but I do know that he was a POW in Japan, and it was some sort of confusion. And once they figured out who he was, they gave him right back. What? And that was shortly after World War II.
So you don't want to mess with your grandpa.
Dude, that's amazing.
Seems like.
Yeah.
Seems like a badass.
I think I'm
He-
gonna
he
edit
was
out
a
that
badass.
part where I came at him on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he seems like a badass.
I think I'm gonna get
Well,
murdered,
yeah,
bro.
He comes back, he's like, watch out, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're tapped right now.
Yeah,
This is getting
'cause he
tapped.
knows.
Yeah, dude.
Nah. I've kept my security clearance pretty
Top secret.
Yeah.
This is a live podcast for the CIA. Right
We all had to
now.
sign
The
a-
CIA is getting in this podcast for free.
Oh my god, we all had to sign an NDA because you know what I mean.
Isn't it weird how hard it, like, if you grew up in a bunch of different places, it's hard, that question where you're from is such like a, it's such a hard question to answer. It should be such an easy, like, where are you from? It's like, all right, well.
What ages?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what ages,
exactly.
pretty
What
much.
age?
And
So,
then
high
you just
school.
say one that's just easier.
I was gonna say I always think of like high school is where you're from, like
You think
where
so?
you went to high school.
Oh
is where
yeah,
you're from.
okay then
Yeah.
yeah.
Me too. So I spent half my time in Ventura County and then half my time in Northern California, like Bay Area.
Yeah.
Sort of region. So kind of just always around skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Did you grow up skating?
I did.
When'd you
I,
start
did- I learned to stand on a board when I was like 9 and got really into it before. And this is before Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out.
Yeah.
So this is like before it was like
How old are you?
fashionable. I am 30.
And we're all, you're 30?
No. I'm gonna be 27 in the 15th.
Okay, 27. So we're all
Dude,
around
be-
the same time frame of coming
being,
up.
Being 30
Alright.
isn't that bad. Dude.
I know,
Let me
and
tell
you guys look good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I feel
You look
thrashed
good.
as shit.
With the hat tip.
Oh yeah. Oh
Fucking
yeah.
Cowboy.
Oh my
March
god.
Green.
Yeah.
Cowboy Nolan.
Yeah. There's old Dominic Walker. Dom, come on the podcast. We went down to Element and interviewed Matt Ward, the creator of skateboarding.
Yeah, he actually
Oh,
he invented
God.
skateboarding. He also invented left-handed scissors.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we
'Cause I,
fucking-
because I tried. They don't work for me. 'Cause I'm
Left-handed.
Are you a
'cause
left-handed guy?
I'm left-handed.
And they don't
Really?
work left-handed
No,
scissors? Oh,
I,
really?
I grew up.
I'll let him know. I'll let him
You
know.
just learn how to use right-handed scissors,
Yeah,
right?
for that,
I mean,
like,
it can't be
that's,
that
like,
hard.
the only right thing I really do.
Yeah.
It's probably scissors.
It's the only right
Right
thing.
thing.
he
It's
does.
the only right thing, baby.
Wait. RIGHT or WRIGHT?
Oh,
Good.
Mike
Mic
is
drop.
dropped.
He didn't.
Oh, he's walking away.
I like
All
how
right.
he did like a really delicate mic drop
See
because
you
of the
tomorrow.
equipment. He's like
See you
still
tomorrow.
respecting.
So I'm gonna be the host of this podcast.
Yeah. With Nolan, Anthony, or with Nolan, Gabric, and Alex.
Oh,
And we're back.
and we're back.
But you started skating when you were 9, or you learned how to stand on a board when you were 9?
Right, and got really into it. It had to have taken me at least a year to learn how to ollie, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, got really into it, and until I got into high school, and then just basically broke too many things in a row to like kind of keep up with it.
Dude.
Tell me about it. What'd you break?
I had a spiral fracture all the way up.
That sounds
my,
terrible.
Fibula or tibula? I don't remember which one is the smaller bone in your shin.
I just picture like a cartoon, like wind up of your leg, like.
Yeah.
What happened was I jammed my ankle right in between the two bones and wishboned them like apart. Yeah.
Was it
And-
just an impact thing?
Yeah. I just came down, my foot was dragging and just kind of like kipped behind me, and apparently that's like the right kind of angle you need to just wishbone your leg apart.
Good lord.
Did you make a wish?
I should have.
I wish this didn't happen. No, right? You waste it so quick. You have one wish.
Yeah, right.
You have one thing in your mind.
You're like, dang it. And that's like, how many bones have you broken?
Oof, I think all of them, all the major regions except for obviously my femur. For some reason, not my collarbone.
But arms, legs.
Yeah, arms, legs, all my fingers,
Foot.
pretty much. All
Oh, you
the
say
ribs,
all your fingers.
all my fingers at one point.
All
or
10 of these
another.
bad boys have been broken at
Yes,
some point.
yes,
Really?
Yes, I've actually. This one, had a clean snap
Jesus.
all the way,
What are you
all the way
doing?
across. That one was a kickflip indie.
Are these mostly skate related too?
There's a fair amount of skate injuries in there.
Sure.
There's football injuries.
Oh,
there's marine injuries. There's.
Oh, you were a Marine?
Yes, never got deployed. One
word.
of my great regrets in life.
You wanted to be deployed.
Yes,
Of
yeah,
course, that's why you joined the Marines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wanted to be able to give back, and then when it came time to, they were just like, "We don't want you."
Damn. Because you're too busted.
on your fingers.
Because you had 10 broken fingers. Is this going to be a problem?
You can't shoot a gun without any fingers.
What? It's fine.
You're just like this.
Yeah.
Your cast.
You're just making finger guns.
Oh my god.
We already have too many finger gun guys.
can't do this.
I wish it was that, but no. I think the official statement was that they believed that I didn't have the personality to lead Marines into combat.
Whoa.
That was the.
But did you need to lead? Couldn't you have been a follower?
That's what.
You know what I mean?
No. Anybody. It almost sounds insulting, but like no. That was what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care what I was doing. I just wanted to be like a Marine, and they paid for my schooling, and so it was like I signed a contract saying that it's like either you get an officer out of me for the next 8 years after my education, or I serve as an enlisted man for 8 years. And when they decided not to give me my or they retracted my commission as an officer, I was like, oh, well, sweet. I guess I just get to be a Marine then. And they were like, no, thanks. We'll take cash to like repay your debt. And that was happening actually to a lot of people at the time. They weren't accepting re-enlistments.
That's crazy.
Like 2008, 2010. Like
That's so weird. It kind of seems like they're
didn't
always
have the
looking for.
money. Yeah.
Oh.
So supposedly during that time they didn't have the money to be. Able
Because
to,
of the 2008, because of the thing that happened in 2008. Like, did that have anything to do with it?
That was always the rationale that I made, but I was never given a real explanation
Wait,
as
what
to
do you
why.
mean the thing? The thing.
The crash,
with
you
the
know,
whole
the
stuff?
2008.
Crashed? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have easily been more specific.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
The Big Short.
Because 2008.
The Big Short, yeah.
I thought you meant, when we
The movie.
when we elected an African American man.
Privilege.
What do you mean? Yeah.
White
You're like,
privilege. You know. You know.
thing.
You know what I'm talking
Hey, welcome
about.
back to Alt Right with Nolan Culver.
Listen here, guys.
oh jeez.
I got something to say about these goddamn liberals.
The mainstream media and their pizza and their molestation. All right, now this took a real dark
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, molestation.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great,
like one
man.
of the big thing. That was one of the big things that
The big things?
Dude, that would be a crazy
that
podcast to be
asshole-
like, did you get molested? And it's all just molestation stories.
Oh, what?
Good idea, right?
no,
Yeah.
that's
Should
smart.
we?
Actually, Nolan, that would be a really good idea for a podcast that no one would listen to. The victims,
maybe.
people in general.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
It's a very niche market, bro.
It's a niche market, and
Yeah.
that's what you got to go for these
no
days.
one's touched it. So
Hey,
yes. I'm the one with jokes like that usually.
yeah.
I like it.
where were you on that?
I
Ant?
don't know, man. I
That
had
was
one,
right
I had
there,
one
dude.
earlier, but
That was a layup, bro.
Yeah.
you didn't want to get to the root of your hair problems. You wanted to get to the follicle of your hair problems.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on,
Yeah,
no?
we're gonna, it
Just
gets
me?
like a kind of a broken hand.
That's a little dry.
A broken hand and a Woo, this is good stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Anthony's usually like on the pun game
Yeah?
the whole time. Yeah. And he just keeps swinging. Like if it doesn't work, he doesn't give
It doesn't
a fuck.
hit. It just keeps going.
Yeah, dude.
Keeps getting that home run.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
playing tennis by
So
himself.
there's no in your life. There's not a no.
There's no.
No.
It's
no.
all yes and baby.
Unless,
yes and?
unless it's something I know.
Oh.
You have
It might
such-
not be on my game today.
Well, dude,
You gotta drink more of the dew.
That must be
Oh, yeah.
it.
could be that. You're also forcing it because he just laid down the hottest pun
Yeah,
possibly ever captured on this podcast.
No.
That was pretty good.
I was almost there, as we all say.
Think
I'm
about-
coming there.
Let's not go that far.
Let's not.
Why? I want to go all the way.
Yeah,
Well,
dude, it's
you
10
went-
episodes. We can go back and review the tape, bro.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
All right, let's
Review the
let's
clip.
cut it. Let's cut it. Take a break. We'll get back with Mike and his company next time.
Hey, Alex, after you're done editing this video, we need you to listen to every podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to find the best puns,
Every pun.
On loop.
dude.
Oh God.
So you skated.
Yeah. And,
Well, we were talking about that you weren't able to enlist.
Yes. Yeah. I wasn't able to enlist, and so I just figured I would use the degree that I got that the Marines paid for. And first they wanted me to pay it back, but then my CO told them to go suck a dick.
It's a good CO. Wow.
Yeah. No, he was pretty badass. he got like all these other important people to like sign like his like official statement, telling them to fuck off.
Yeah.
And so they only had me pay for like 1 semester or something like that, and I'm still paying that shit off because that.
Oh, really?
Shit was expensive.
How much was it? Do you mind me asking? I have a lot of debt too.
$27,000 a semester.
And so you're paying off the 27.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How many
Damn.
semesters did you take? 4?
No. I mean, I took 4 years, so I took 8 semesters, and so they were trying to
each.
And that doesn't even include room and board. This place was insanely
Wait. You're
expensive.
paying 27 times 8?
No, he was if he.
Yeah, I would have been.
If the CEO didn't say anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so much
And
money.
it's so much fucking money.
Yeah. I'm really trying to think of a good pun for the word CEO, but it's just not coming to me. Anthony? Like he kind of see nothing. Nothing.
I think
Not a pun guy.
I
That's
think
not my
that
thing.
the whole point of a good joke and or pun would be the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Mm.
So us sitting here trying to think of a pun and or joke.
It makes it hard.
Maybe we should stop talking about it and we'll just
It just comes.
There'll be
Puns.
Just gotta make it.
Puns are the lowest form. I don't think we got to worry too hard. Too
Why are
much.
puns the lowest form though?
I think because they're the simplest step. They take the least amount of work in the mind. It's just one word redefined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. But if you didn't think of it, it's right there. Then you're dumb.
Yeah. Well, I think most people think of it, and they just
I
don't
don't
say
think
it.
that most people think of it.
I definitely don't.
See?
Puns are really hard for me.
See?
Well, most comedians.
I
But
didn't
I think most comedians think of puns all the time.
I didn't even think I was gonna do a pun, and it just came out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at puns either.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Then I
Yeah,
got lucky.
you-
that was
I got
really
lucky on that one. That was
Yeah.
just straight luck.
You're a punisher. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
see, that was the kind of pun we were waiting for.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
There you
Let's
got you
call
back.
it. Let's call it.
All right,
Call
you guys,
today.
that was good.
Yeah.
We're 15-minute podcast.
What?
Sweet.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the thing we came to talk
I
about.
know.
Let's get to that.
Okay.
You wanna get to
yeah.
that?
So I got a degree in chemistry, and I got hired at
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
at a chemical company. And my whole life, I've been told that I should be an engineer. My dad was an engineer, so I was like, "Fuck that! I don't want to do the same thing my dad did."
Oh,
I
word.
got a degree in chemistry, start working at a chemical company, and they were like, "You're an engineer," and so they
Damn,
they
dude.
pushed me off into their engineering
So life
department.
was just telling you, like, no, man, you are, bro.
Doomed
You're like,
to
oh.
be an engineer.
Yeah.
happens.
And so they had me design different fiber reinforced composites utilizing this this technology that actually won the Nobel Prize in 2005 through a scientist named Robert Grubbs out of Caltech.
We'll cut to a picture of Robert Grubbs. right?
Yeah. No, he's actually a pretty cool dude. He's just like he's like
big
this
goof.
7 foot like flat like nerdy like
He's 7 feet tall.
I think not really. I think he's but he is like 6'7". At least
pretty
he has
tall.
to duck to get into rooms.
Really?
Yeah. He's just this tall nerdy white guy.
Cool.
That really good at chemistry and put together this stuff that's has a lot of different applications. Which mostly has to do with the polymer that I use in these carbon fiber composites, and the polymer in and of itself is bulletproof. If you, I think I have some clips on my Instagram of.
What's your Instagram?
Instagram is Mace Boards at Mace Boards.
And Mace is MACE.
MACE Boards.
Also, and I'm gonna say I'll do an intro too, but just to be
Okay.
clear, we're no need for suspense. You make skateboards.
Wait, is that what we're here for?
Yeah.
Oh, dang
I
it.
thought we were selling bulletproof vests this whole time.
Yeah.
Here's the tagline: Mike makes carbon fiber skateboards. All right.
Yes, that is what I do, and I also want to make some bulletproof ones down the kind of down the line. If nothing
Just
else,
'cause.
just
Why not,
'cause.
man?
Just
We live in
'cause.
LA.
Why
You
not?
sell 'em in
Because
the
that's how
hood.
you sell it. Yeah.
Sell them in the hood.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, dude. Win-win right there.
Dude, that's really funny.
Yeah, Paul Rodriguez said something really similar, and I, like an idiot, like he took like Shane took a picture of him hiding behind one of my boards, like,
Oh, really?
yeah, just like, don't shoot me sort of thing.
Oh my God.
And I wish I had
gun.
gotten that picture.
You don't have that picture?
I wish I had just gotten that picture.
You got a gun to
of
shoot it,
Paul
you're like,
Rodriguez hiding
See, it
behind
really
one of my
works.
skateboards.
It really
Yeah,
works.
No, I'll once I eventually grow up and get to it, I'm gonna do a video, like a ballistics testing, like on my boards, because I'm pretty sure they can definitely stop at 22, probably stop a 9mm. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I were to throw some Kevlar in there, for sure though, they would they'd stop.
And
So
it
Would that make the like? Would it make it super heavy?
Yes. Oh yeah. No, if I were to actually make like something that could stop like an AK round, yeah, the thing would weigh like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like you wouldn't really want to skate it, but it was,
So you started
just
making.
'cause.
How did you get into? So you were working for that company,
Bring
the
it to-
Grubs.
Yes, yeah. The company name was is Materia, and I still work for them, unfortunately.
Ah. You turn your head, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's weird because
unfortunately.
they
it's-
sponsor
it's-
this podcast. so
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's the only sponsor we've been able to get so far.
No. They've done a really good job supporting me, and they're excited about the skateboarding idea, because it is a really good application for the technology that they're putting out.
Yeah. And I went to your website,
thanks.
and the like that page that you're describing, the science of it is like, all right, well, cool. But like as a skater, I'm like, I can't finish this. It's just like going to school.
It's long-winded, yeah.
But it's impressive as fuck. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, this is something. This is a thing. So you're using their technology.
Yeah.
And so theoretically, are they manufacturing it? Are they helping you manufacture the boards?
They are
Not theoretically, are they?
They are supporting me by not getting in my way.
Oh, but they're letting you use the patent.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I think they've sold most of the patents that they can even restrict me on. But like we have like an NDA sort of like set up as far as like I can't divulge certain secrets to other people that can replicate it. But if somebody wanted to, buy the polymer from them to utilize it in the same capacity, they could.
Yeah.
So if somebody
interesting.
wanted to copy me, just mimic like what I'm doing, they could.
Oh, okay.
And so,
But you're the first.
but yeah, I'm.
Do you have a
I'm the
patent on
first.
your shit?
I do not.
Way to
partially-
make him announce it to the world, Nolan.
No, it's fine.
Jeez.
If somebody wants to copy me, like
That's like Tesla, man. What,
by all means, please try.
yeah.
Um,
Look, he called you guys out.
Oh,
He literally
shit.
looked at the camera. And
What's
was like,
up,
"Try."
bitches?
I saw that.
Dude was a Marine.
I saw that. He broke in 10 fingers and still kills it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to mess with him.
Nope. His grandpa
Yeah, right.
knows
Watch
something.
out.
Yeah.
Go to his grandpa.
I'm scared of his grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Ghost Paw.
Oh my gosh. That's.
So is this a piece of the material?
So this is a demonstration piece that is specifically. I brought this one to demonstrate kind of some of the benefits and also limitations of carbon fiber. I feel like there's a lot of kind of misconceptions with carbon fiber. And as it's being demonstrated right now, there is directional strength to it. It's not like steel where it has the same properties in every direction. Because it's fibrous, the strength is in the direction of the fibers. And if they're all lined up in one way, it's super easy to bend against the fibers or in parallel with them, I
Yeah.
guess I should say.
It's easy to not fight against them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But if you are trying to fight
Right.
against them, right? The material is very stiff. But the majority of the tensile strength.
Yeah. It's
Which-
easy to snap over your head. One of the weird weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
The skull, it's
If
just-
you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If we wanted to, we could bend it, or we could break it in this. Whoops. Sorry. This direction really easy.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to rip it apart in this direction, it would be very difficult.
Grab one of
So-
them decks.
Oh yeah.
So how many years ago did you start? You had the idea like, oh, I'm gonna make carbon fiber decks.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. This one is one that I was skating for about 9 months, and my buddy ran it over in her 4Runner, and then some other poor guy ran it over in his Scion, and it destroyed his fender.
Oh, really?
It like popped up like in the wheel well and just like ripped off his fender.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, no. It
How
really
pissed was
isn't.
he?
He thought he killed me because like I power slid out like
You can give me another pot
just
too, if you
barely
want.
like stopped at the board,
Yeah.
kicked out underneath me, and so he ran over the board and he thought he killed me. And so
That's
he came out
crazy.
just like, and then he didn't even notice his car till after he made sure. I
So
was
wait,
all
this
right.
is a random guy who ran over it?
Yeah, just a random dude.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. This was not a willing participant.
He was just like, just bad place, man. Wrong timing.
Yeah, wrong time, wrong place. But honestly, he was taking a tight turn, a blind corner, really, really fast. So I didn't, I mean, he didn't. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but he still also might have killed me if I hadn't.
Wow.
If I hadn't heard him coming and then tried to stop.
If it
before.
wasn't for your skateboard, you would have died. So what you're saying is your skateboards save lives.
My
Oh,
skateboard
saves
saved
lives.
Fact. Yeah,
Dude.
I wasn't the first person to say that.
See, it just think about once these come out more on the market, no one is like when they're going to be driving and skate, they're going to drive a lot better just because they know if they hit this thing, their car's going to get ruined more than the skateboard, you know?
I remember when I was in high school, some dude just like intentionally ran over my board because it like kind of shot out underneath.
Was
me
he a
and went out
jock?
to the street?
Was he a jock?
He was just some old white dude. I don't know. I think he just hated skaters.
That's going to be awesome
That's
now.
always a.
I know, right? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, people always hate skaters,
Especially old white dudes.
especially old.
I know,
dudes.
right? Every clip of every skate movie, whatever, there's always a white dude yelling.
Yeah.
No other
white lady.
Yeah, old white lady. There's
Yeah.
no one else. In the hood?
When I was I lived in Redmond, Washington. We were young skaters, and just like this old man at like a public park came up to us waving. I'm not exaggerating. It's probably like a 10-foot long branch with like fucking like branches hanging off of it. It was very jagged and gnarly, like, and he's just like whipping this thing around, or he's like, "Get out of here! You get out of here, kids!" And we're like, "Dude,
Like a dog?
yeah, this guy's dude, it's crazy."
I'm not Old Yeller. What the heck's going on?
Like it was a weapon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
But now you have your own weapon. Think about that.
yeah.
That yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna hurt the old man.
You know what's awesome about these two that I realize? Skating a skate park, no one will come near you. No one will get in your way. No one, because
definitely
they
don't
know
wanna
if
be
they
hit
get
by
by your board, they're gonna go to the hospital. I mean that's a
Why do you mean?
dude. These things are a lot tougher. So if like
Oh, you
know
mean
how
like if you
know
get
how
a shin or
wood,
whatever?
yeah, you know how wood hits hits you. It has like a soft impact. Like
Sure.
You
Well,
get-
it still hurts.
I mean, you get-
wood.
It's maple. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like a
You're
a
saying-
base like a wooden baseball bat would hurt more like getting hit by one than a metal baseball bat.
Yeah.
because it's a solid
yeah.
object, right? But like the softness of it was maple, right?
Yeah.
And baseball bats are usually made out of like oak or ash.
Yeah.
Ash wood. So that shit's solid as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are closer to like like an ash baseball bat. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You can't break an ash baseball bat. You know how hard that is? You fucking Barry Bonds is the only guy who can do it.
Yeah. So that's like the good thing. Like, say if someone gets in your way, you're like, no one's gonna come near you just because they know, like, if they get in their way, they might. You know what I mean?
You're saying that people are getting out of the way because they don't want to get shinned up.
Yeah.
They don't want to get plowed.
Which makes it-
It's like being a biker at a park because you kind of clear out of the way for bicyclists.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not like that douchebag though, biker. I'm
Yeah.
just like, hey, I'm here. What's
But
up?
you are being like, get the fuck out of the way, bro.
Well, when kids are snaking me, yeah, that's like.
And you
rude.
have a gun. That's the other thing.
That's
You
the
skate
other
with a
thing, that
gun.
You always
Yeah.
skate with.
You
two
always
guns
skate with-
holstered.
I know, right?
Actually, just out like a cowboy. You just have 6 shooters.
Yeah.
And you skate in cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's why people are getting out of your way, Gabric. You're carrying loaded weapons.
Hey man, it is what it is, right?
But this one's pretty heavy, and the other are actually kind of feels normal.
They are not light, and that is
Okay.
another misconception about carbon fibers.
Carbon
People think that
fiber.
it's light, and it is light for how strong it is, because this thing is for sure stronger than steel if you wanted to rip it apart, which is an important distinction.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to trying to like flex it and snap it in half.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are some overlapping material properties that do make it very difficult, and these are obviously very hard to break. But
Yeah, it would appear so. So, but what's the average weight? Would you guess, or do you know, of a regular wood skateboard?
This board that I brought over here is.
Woo, look at that beauty!
Wow.
This is So this is a 775, and it weighs, I think,
Wow.
like just barely over 1,000 grams, and I'm not exactly sure what the conversion is on that in poundage, but I want to say that it's something around the order of like 2.2 or 2.3 pounds.
Is that about what a wood deck is? I don't know how much
it
wood
is
decks.
lighter than
This is
the
I don't know either.
I'm not that hardcore.
I
been skating my whole life, but
I molded this off of an Enjoy board, and the board, that board weighed, I think, like 1,200 grams. So this is 200 grams lighter than the
really?
wood
Oh, so
comparison.
that's lighter.
This one is lighter, yes,
okay.
and this is the same construction and same mold that Stowe has been riding.
Oh, okay, cool.
and is this
it's the exact same one?
is this in 775?
775.
And it's concave looks good. Tips, if I may, tips look good. It's got a nose and a tail, like
It does.
differential. Yes.
Yes.
I think, as they call it in the biz, the old nose tail differential. Is it the same? Like, it's like mimicked as far as the shape of the board?
Yes. So one of my favorite ways right now of creating the shape is to just find a board that I like and then create a negative of it.
Yeah.
And so I can just lay up right in that, that negative, and it creates the exact same shape.
It might be too complicated, but like, what's that process like? And are you like literally Are you
you have
part
clips.
of the manufacturing process?
Yes, and which is, I guess, part of the shout out and challenge is just
have fun, bitches.
Yeah, right. It's like I have to do all this by hand right now. I'm trying to
At your work.
Some at my work, some at home.
You have clips on your Instagram of you. I've seen that recently.
Yeah,
He has
yeah,
clips
yeah.
of,
I
like,
have,
Okay, I'll
like,
try to
little
lay those
clips.
over.
Okay.
It's pretty
Over the
dope.
video.
It's pretty cool. Very interesting.
Okay. Of you just hand molding all this shit.
Yes. Yeah. And
So right now they're basically made to order. Like, are you
Right.
able to sell them, or have you sold a few?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I've sold a few, and right now they are kind of made to order. I do have some, obviously, just kind of hanging around as backup, if people want them. But yeah, right now I'm doing everything by hand, and they are not cheap to make.
So first you have to invest the money on the supplies or whatever.
Right. And
The material.
Yeah, the material itself, with what goes into the board and the kind of consumables that kind of go along with it. It costs me about $100 right now to make a board.
Okay.
So
Plus hours.
right.
How much time would it take about for you to mold a board from beginning to end?
Without making
From when
the
Amazon gets to
molds-
your house
right?
with the
yeah,
material.
yeah. I would say maybe about 10 hours.
Word.
It depends really on the set time of like this gloss coat that goes on top and
Yeah.
getting the logo.
Is this
right
your
and
logo?
Stuff that is my logo.
Logo Mojo.
Mojo logo.
Mojo.
Very cool.
My name in Basque means mountains.
What's
And,
Basque?
I am Spanish. I am Spanish and Native American, so basically just Mexican.
Yeah.
Heyo. That's a joke right there.
No, that is.
Yeah.
It's quite the joke.
Yeah.
My best friend's from Basque Country.
Okay.
His family is. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Where
Cool.
is that?
So-
It's a little tiny island off like
So,
Spain.
like, yeah. But so like the northern istmost portion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The northernest most.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I know about that
'cause
place.
Fun fact: Saddam Hussein was part Basque.
Oh,
did not know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
that was really fun.
Back.
Not for him.
No.
Oh man.
So the logo is supposed to look like a mountain range, and it is supposed to represent Montoya's amalgam, which is the MA portion in Mace.
Okay. Dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
can see that.
Yeah,
MA.
it's supposed to look like a mountain range and an M and an A.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I can see that.
Oh yeah. There it is. There she blows.
So this one is shaped like an Enjoy. It's
Yes.
weighs less than in the Enjoy board that you modeled it after, and then But then this is my biggest concern is
Yes.
the edge, that sharp edge.
Oh, that hurts a lot.
By the way, biggest concern. I know it's like these are fucking unbelievable. I'm like picking it apart. So my problem is this tiny
the
little
biggest
butt. Yeah,
part is that you will always have bloody shins. That is.
it's just part of it.
But
But what about this? Because I think even.
Well, it knocks you like solidly. You know what I
But
mean?
check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Even this edge is different than this edge. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like this one, I feel like definitely would just because it's a little sharper.
And
Is there something you could do about that?
I mean, I can file it down around to kind of round it out, but in my and I'm also still trying to get feedback. It's just part
Yeah,
of the
which-
reason why
Okay.
Gabric is like going out there and killing
I
himself.
think they're
trying to
amazing, by
test
the way. I
them.
mean,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
like I was just that's just the one thing I noticed. Like
So,
if I wanted to skate it, I'd be like,
I
all right.
personally like the rounded edge on the bottom.
I like that.
as opposed to having it the other way around.
Yeah.
Can you not have it? You can't manufacture it where it's round on both sides.
If it is round on both sides, then it will create a nice blade along the side. Because if you round off kind of like both sides, it'll create a nice sharp little. I mean, it won't be super.
What
it
about
won't be
this
super
one?
sharp.
Because this one's a little smoother,
This one
rounder.
This one is also 5/1000ths or 5/100ths thicker than this one.
So-
So that's also the weight difference.
Could you just take time and just file that down? Not you, but
It makes it like that. If you think about circle, like go like that, it makes it pointy, like an
Right,
arrow.
yeah.
And then that point, like in the middle of this,
Right.
will sharpen. It will be sharp.
Because normal skateboard decks are 3/8 of an inch thick, whereas this is 1/5 of an inch thick.
Yeah.
And so it's as long as it's going to, if we're going to maintain the kind of like strength to weight ratio to make it worth it, it's going to be this thin unless we start incorporating other materials, which is something that I'm trying to work towards to have like.
yeah, I saw that you had a hybrid option.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a hybrid option, and those are not indestructible.
Yeah.
because it's kind of like you trash that shit right away.
Yeah.
Well,
not right away, but-
No, I mean, it took.
They
It's,
break faster than a regular board.
Oh, they last
No,
longer
just
than a regular board. A couple more months than a regular board. Yeah, I'm one of the testers,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful to be a tester because it's awesome. Because I break boards like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm that dude who just like
You're a
stomps
board
too
snapper.
hard. I stomp too hard. I'm just a stomper.
Skate hard, bruh.
I
You're
know.
playing hard,
So
man.
If you could put a number on it, how many skateboards have you broken in your whole life? Like an estimate.
like 100.
100?
Yeah, people even said like, stop doing that. Like, stop going down. Like the first thing I do, go to a skate park. I probably tray flip the biggest thing there, and I somehow break my board. That's me. I always do that. My friend's like, why do
That's
you
just
gotta do
me,
that?
man.
Yeah.
I find the biggest thing I
The
can do
biggest
and
thing
I
I
do
can do,
it.
tray
Yeah.
flip it, bro.
Yeah, that's like me.
You do have some mega quality tray flips, if I may.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
I may
Thank you, man.
compliment you,
Oh,
bro.
thanks.
But so you
But
roll
what?
up,
It's a
but
compliment
you could work
sandwich
on your
here.
ankles, dude. You could work on your arm stees.
All
It's a
right.
little flaily.
I know.
Now,
right?
now finish it off
Yeah.
with another compliment to complete the,
Yeah.
Love
the
sandwich.
compliment sandwich.
But you know what, man? You are 27, so and your puns are high
Oh,
level.
thanks. My puns are so high. Well, you guys are 30, so you have a little more experience with the puns than I do.
But you
That's
roll
true.
up to the and we're comedians.
I've
we
forgotten
should.
more puns than you've told.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
But what's up?
You roll up to the park. You do tray flips out the gate. You come out
That's like my first thing. It's like my
down
go-to
the
trick.
block, down like
no,
the floor.
No, I do like tray flips on the ground,
Oh,
and then if
okay.
I'm feeling it, I'll do tray flip down like the stair sets if I want to. But that's like my first trick I do. Like I know if I'm gonna have a good skate day.
Doy.
Yeah, I know I'm
Yes,
gonna have a good
skate
skate day
day.
if I can do a tray flip. Like
Yeah.
that's like my first thing I do.
Out the gate. But you can always do them. It's just how they feel.
Yeah,
maybe.
how they feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's up?
Oh no, I was gonna
Bubble
say. I mean,
sucker?
you say that, but like when we rolled up on the Sepulveda Dam,
Oh.
like you ran off like ahead of us and like just like tray flipped right
Oh,
down
yeah.
into that thing.
Well, that
And-
I've done it multiple times. It's like this gnarly. I know.
No big deal.
Oh yeah,
Is that a no big deal?
Yeah, it's just like a big, like a dam, and I have a lot of clips on my Instagram of it. It's literally like a roller coaster going down a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's so freaking
just
awesome.
this
How long you been
massive thing.
skating? Gabric.
Since I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of a late bloomer.
Mm.
Like I started skate. I skated like once when I was 7, and literally I was in the newspaper for it in Carlsbad Skate Park. You know the crappy Carlsbad Skate Park by the fire
No.
station.
I've never
You ever
been there.
that one? Have you been? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in the newspaper for it, and I don't know. It was funny because I was like, it's just me, little me, and then there was a guy behind me, like it looked like he was gonna run into me. But yeah, so then I gave it. So I lived in Oceanside, and then I moved to Temecula, and I met a couple of my friends my skating friends when I was like 15, and I actually like started pursuing skateboarding at like 15.
Did you ever get shop sponsored and all that stuff?
I was sponsored by this little shop called Jay's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like a mom and pop shop. I tried Active, didn't work out.
Tried.
I
Like you
tried.
sent them shit?
Yeah, didn't work out. It's okay. I mean, I was on like the skate crew called like Square.
There you go.
And it's spelled SQ, like air, like SQAIR. I was on there.
Dig it, man.
I know. It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
But
Great name.
yeah, I've broken a lot of bones skateboarding too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I have broken my collarbone. It is not fun. Yeah. It was spring break. Got my braces on. And I was hanging out with my friend Dylan, and his sister was driving
How old
us-
are you?
How old am I now?
No.
Oh, how old was I? I was
Sorry.
like 16. And she was in
Brace's age, bro.
yeah, Brace's age.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
What age
sophomore.
we
I
talking
was
here?
sophomore in high school.
Okay.
And his sister was taking us to the skate park, and she was like 20 at the time, and she's like, "Hey guys, do you guys want to hold on to the back of the car?" I was like, "Yeah."
Always a
We're going
mistake.
uphill too. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
That's how my little brother lost his smell. Remember I told you he can't
Oh,
smell.
yeah.
That's how he got towed and then flipped and hit his head. Quick aside, I was just saying on the nose
That's
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, that's how he lost
So
it.
yeah, we were. So we got on the back, and she was hitting like 20. She was going a little faster, and we got up to like 35.
God damn.
Holy
No,
shit.
not
What is
35.
wrong with this
Yeah.
fucking girl, dude?
And my friend's like 6'3", so
Jesus.
I'm like holding on the car. I see him like freaking ditch his board, and he's running. He's trying to run, and he ended up barrel rolling. You know what I mean? And I'm just like holding on my car, and I saw all of a sudden get speed wobbles at 40. I fall. I freaking like I fell like, you know how you tumbled. Freaking got up. These two bones were almost popping out. They're like little bumps, and I was in so much pain. Like, luckily where it happened, it was like right down the street from my house.
Yeah.
So like I come into the house screaming, and my dad's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I broke my arm." So he takes me to the hospital. We get there, and let alone I had my braces on too. So it was like that mouth pain plus my arm in pain. It took 6 hours to get Vicodin.
Damn, dude.
6 hours, and like this one. By this time, my mom was off work, and she came.
You broke your collarbone too here, though, too,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't guess what.
But you didn't know that.
So I didn't even know
Yeah.
until like.
She's like, my shoulder hurts.
Yeah, my shoulder hurts.
But my broken wrist hurts way more.
Yeah. So literally, it took 6 hours to get Vicodin, and they're like, "What do you want, pill or like, you know,
IV?
or needle?
Okay,
Like
yeah, yeah.
shoot it."
Or
so I was
butt
like, "I want
plug.
pill." My mom's like, "No, we're gonna get the shot." Shot it in my butt. So
Wow.
it was crazy because
And that was like instant, right?
oh yeah, instant out. And then it was crazy because I had this dream that my hand. So you know those Chinese
Finger traps?
yeah, finger traps.
Uh-huh.
They have that for like a medical surgery.
Yeah.
So what they do is they put your hands, and they're all metal. They're all metal little Chinese things, like China. Yeah. And so they put your hand up in it, and what they had to do was they had to slide my wrist down because my bones are kind of like almost overlapping. So they slide it down, and I remember looking up, seeing my hand in this contraption, and then passing out. And I was like, okay.
Like
It's-
I'm about to do?
Yeah, and so I woke. Yeah, so I woke up in the bed, in like the hospital bed, saying like, "Okay, you broke your arm. Oh, also you broke a collarbone."
Oh, shit. So right before you went out, they were like, oh, yeah, you also broke
No,
this
no,
one.
that after I came out,
Oh,
because I was like, then I started feeling this pain.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, "What's going on?" Like, "Oh, you broke a collarbone," and they can't do anything for that. So I was
No.
literally in
Yeah.
two slings. I was in two slings, and my mom had to feed me like top ramen. 'Cause
Oh,
of
my-
my braces too, and it was on spring break.
Oh, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
So
so that was
fucked up.
like my
So
spring
you didn't
break.
even get to miss any school, like after all that, like.
And then when I go back to school, everyone was super chill. Like, okay, I'm left-handed. It's like, okay, you don't have to like English or anything like that. I go to math. The math teacher's like, oh, you got to write with your right hand. I was like, are you serious? Like, so I had to do math all with my right
I remember
hand.
that with kids that had cast. They didn't give them a break. They're
Yeah.
like, you got to learn. You got to figure it out, dude. Sink or swim. I was thinking about that. I have a scar on my lip here. You can see it right here.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about with this, like, I love the idea of the carbon fiber board, but that sharp shit that could fucking bust you up.
Why did you do that with your lip?
So I
Skateboarding?
the gnarliest injury I've ever had is this was razor tailed. The board. No. Yeah, I was just dinking around outside of my grandma's house and popped the board up, and it fucking shot the razor tailed side shot straight into the lip, busted it open. At first I thought I knocked my teeth out.
Yeah.
And then so I was like on the ground feeling around, my teeth are good. And then I put my tongue through my lip, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a problem." So it was like split into two, and yeah. But it was also on vacation. It was the first day of our vacation.
Oh, that's fun, right?
We were coming down to California. I was 20. It was all my buddies, my little brother, and we were down, and it was just a big fun thing. We were visiting family and stuff, and I had to get stitches, and I wasn't allowed to smile. Like, because it's, yeah, and I'm on vacation with my best friends and my little brother.
Fun.
Yeah, so they're the whole time they're trying to make me laugh.
Oh my gosh, that's such a dick move.
And so I had to go, like, they'd make me laugh, I'd have to go.
Oh my gosh. Do you have pictures of that? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I got old
Laugh
pictures.
like a fucking monster.
And then we 6 days later I got on The Price is Right. I had stitches on my face.
And you laugh like,
Yeah, but it was the first day that I could smile. I could feel that my skin had connected. Yeah, it was crazy. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Like,
Well, I've seen so many close calls with that.
Yeah.
It's like the board just pop up right in someone's face and like nothing happens. So
yeah.
So all right, it does actually.
Well, the same thing happened to a buddy of mine, but it was his chin.
Yeah.
Still has the scar.
he has a butt chin now?
No.
It made him handsome.
Made him, God.
John Travolta.
He's a beautiful, beautiful
I'll tell you
dude.
something. He was not fuckable before he got it.
It made him better. It gave him character.
So fuckable now.
Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God.
It's like that rusty look, like, oh, he has character now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a Michael Fassbender now, you know?
Oh, God.
He basically got plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Just
And he,
cheap.
and he has an Australian accent for some. He came out of it with an Australian accent.
That's really
Oh, my gosh.
He came out of it with an accent.
Like, somehow.
That's I've heard about that though, where people get like brain injuries or like hit in the head, and then they come back and they're like, "Hello, governor.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go get
Cool.
a crumpet."
Or they become, like, super smart. I wish
There's that too. There's
I wish
that guy.
happened
I've
to
heard of
me.
that guy. Yeah.
I've had it hit in my head so many times it's never happened to me. I'm kind of
Just
pissed off about that.
You just got to keep going.
Yeah, dude, just keep trying, bro.
There's like some people get hit in the head that can play piano like freaking gnarly. There's people who are like math whiz now.
Yeah.
Every time I get hit, I just become dumb.
But they probably those people probably have like some other part of their brain that isn't working anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it probably like
Right. So like my question is like, you hit yourself in the head, right? All of a sudden you're fucking really good at Thai massage. Do you quit the rest of your life to become a Thai massage therapist? Like, do you not like? Are you not interested in skateboarding or like?
If that happened to me,
also
Yeah. No. I mean, to those people, just in
yeah,
general,
yeah.
like, are the things that you were interested in before just like not interesting anymore?
how would
because
you
now-
figure out that that's what you got good at? Thai massage. Like how long would it take? Years.
You're like, hey,
before
babe,
you're like, I think I'm really good at this.
like, how do you come on
I'm
to
like a
that?
savant. Thai massage.
What situation would you
like
figure that
massage
shit out?
yourself? You're like, oh my god.
No,
Dude, that's like a Rookie of the Year parody. Like somebody gets
Yeah.
they wake up and they're giving their girlfriend a massage. She's like, you're amazing at this all of a sudden. And it's like his hands are creaking like Rookie of the Year.
Or it's like
funky
Patrick
butt
Swayze. Oh gosh.
Oh, the ghost.
The ghost.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
like. Giving your girlfriend a massage. I'm really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of that's funny.
How did we
Right.
get there? What were we talking
Oh
about?
yeah, about this hitting yourself. Well, the thing is like.
I think because dude, I fucking love the idea of this thing, just as a concept. Like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this board and it'll last. Because I was skating yours, dude. Here's the one thing, they because LibTech. Do you guys know LibTech? Do you know LibTech? It's an old skate company.
Or no.
No,
okay.
it's a skate and snowboard company.
I think they're still around.
And
they're
they
more
might-
of a snowboarding company now. I
Yeah,
think.
they were a snowboard company, or they still are.
They're still snowboarding.
And
I
then-
don't think they make skateboards as much anymore.
Yeah, and they were out of the Pacific Northwest. They're out of Seattle or that area.
Mm-hmm.
And so we grew up like kind of having LibTech skateboards, and they came out with like a fiberglass wood hybrid.
That sucked.
And they sucked. Like they were heavy, and the pop was spongy.
Oh my god, they would be like a flat piece of like wood in maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the hybrid. I did not feel any of that.
But there was a while where we were all kind of stoked on it. We're like, oh, this is a good idea. Because when you're a kid, especially, and you can't afford to buy boards, you're not sponsored yet. The idea that this board will last you 6 months
To get you good, yeah.
So the idea of a fucking carbon fiber board, because I skated. Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
my board.
Skated your board, which has been used. It's clearly been skated.
Oh,
for
yeah.
At least months.
Like,
a
what,
month
3 months?
maybe.
Yeah,
3,
maybe.
4
I
months.
think I got
And I was
January.
showing.
And the pop was it was crisp.
Oh yeah, and it keeps its pop.
Crispy, and that was the big difference with the LibTech boards. Was always spongy pop. It's it felt like it wasn't necessarily made by skate. I don't know. The technology is tough to
Yeah.
figure out. I'm not trying to say they fucked
You got to
up.
be a scientist.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they were just trying to do something different.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
it was actually a really cool board.
not a
but-
lot of R&D done. They
Yeah.
were just like, let's fucking make something different and see if it fits.
throwing crap at the wall
Yeah.
and see if it
Yeah,
sticks.
yeah, absolutely.
But the pop on this is amazing, and basically everything about it is sick. But I think that sharpness thing that could fuck you up.
But
You'd almost
for
have to
sure.
But you got to think about when you first get a skateboard, the first skate, no matter what, with the wood board, you're gonna start learning how to ditch the board different. You know how when
Sure.
you get a skateboard, you learn how to ditch it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's relearning how to ditch this certain ways, and that's what I've learned about
Yeah.
skating this board. Is okay, well, if I try this, I have to ditch it this way now instead of you know what I mean, compared as a wood board.
Right.
And you learn.
Yeah.
Within a week, you know how this board works, and you're like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. You know what I mean?
I almost feel and it's super not. This is not skate. This is not hardcore skate, but honestly, just shin guards. It's
Yeah.
I feel because you could just keep skating like normal and fucking, and I don't know.
Yeah, you just
My brother wears shin guards.
Yeah.
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 Stowed also wears shin guards. I have hit a shinner with this. For some reason, it didn't hurt that bad as compared to a wood one. I was actually surprised. Yeah.
Maybe it hit at the right angle.
Yeah, I hit at a right. Don't get me wrong, I did bleed, but I was like, this didn't hurt.
Don't get me wrong. It broke my bones.
It didn't
but
hurt. No,
It wasn't that bad.
Well,
my
think
leg
about
off.
think
Yeah.
about this. If a wood hits it, it's gonna break a bone. But if a metal hits it, just shears it a little bit, and you're like, okay, well then just go, patch it up as if a wood board break your ankle or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
So there's pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
I
But you don't think there's a way manufacturer-wise to have an overall rounded edge,
I do, and I think the
just with trial
having
and error. or whatever?
having a foam center would probably help that, because then you would have the added thickness.
Okay.
I might be able to replicate that 3/8 inch thickness, so it just kind of overall feels
Right.
a little bit more like wood when it hits you.
That's the other concern too. You kind of want the board to be exactly like a wood board as a skater. As far as you want it to feel like it.
Yeah.
And then I think the pop feels different, but it doesn't
it does.
affect your kickflip. When I kickflipped it, I was like, oh, this feels. I don't have to change the way my feet do things. Everything keeps
when
working.
you flip on my board, it didn't change.
Yeah,
Did it feel higher?
It felt, yeah, dude. It felt crispy, and that's why I was like, all right, well then this is kind of cheating a little in a good way. I
Yeah.
was like, this is great.
Yeah.
I feel like my flick is, I didn't have to change anything, and it rose to my feet almost quicker and
Yeah.
cleaner. So that was cool.
That is one thing. When I hop on a wood board now, it feels soggy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. When
Interesting.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess there is an adjustment, and then kind of going back,
But in a good
might
way.
Not feel great. Yeah, I mean, I think so, but I'm
Well,
kind of
that's
biased.
the point.
Yeah.
We want all these
We
guys to
wanna
ride
make
the
it better.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, wood boards? Ugh. I don't want to go back to that sogginess.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think it's a good. I think it's a great concept. It's been thought of before. That's why I brought up LibTech. The
yeah.
idea that a board that doesn't break every 2 seconds. It's I think it's
And then
it could be a game changer.
I know, right? And then also for all the younger kids, think about this. How many times have you left your board outside? As
Yeah,
growing up?
dude.
How many times?
Waterlogged, game
billion
over.
times.
A billion
Yeah.
times, right? And you get in your waterlog. You can skate this, and I have tested this in water. Just I've done everything. I've stomped on it. I've tested it in water. I've done everything. This thing does not get waterlogged. Think
Yeah.
about that.
Of course.
So it's all those times now you see pro skaters skating ditches and getting in water. They're like, shit. Now
Yeah.
it's waterlogged. And this, you ride it in the water. The next day, your pop is still the same.
yeah.
That's
Super
big pro.
sick.
Yep.
For
Huge.
especially the little kids who are like, oh, I left my board out today. Crap, it's gonna get all freaking
Yeah,
soggy.
man. And a lot of kids that skate are poor little trash boys,
Yeah,
you know?
and that's
sure.
also a very good impression of a child.
Yeah. Think about all the parents. Damn it, Jimmy,
Yeah.
you left your board out again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No,
Dad. See, and then it's the people are losing out on money by that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By having a wood board and getting it all soggy because they
Right.
left it outside on accident.
That's
Yeah.
right, Jimmy. You won't be getting a new
Freaking
skateboard.
Jimmy.
anytime soon.
Yeah.
You little shit.
And did you have this question here?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh, have at it,
dude,
man.
please
Yeah.
do.
Thank God I'm
Yeah.
like jittering.
Yeah. Drop deuces. Let me see if this is. Forget about it. That
Oh
happens.
yeah, the sound is amazing.
Oh yeah. You know it's here. You know you're around a graphite board
Yeah, for
or
sure.
carbon fiber.
Carbon
Sorry.
fiber.
So I mean,
Graphite would
on a
just
molecular
break,
level,
right?
it is actually the fibers themselves are graphene, and so I mean,
So that works?
So it's like graphite's sister, graphene.
I mean,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There
So
it
it's
is. He's back.
It's essentially graphite strings that have just all been kind of like piled together and then put in the direction to give directional strength.
Yeah.
So you're like the Tony Stark of skateboarding.
Yeah,
you
I'm
basically
gonna
are.
start that being a thing now.
Yeah.
I wasn't the first one to say it.
Yeah. If you ever,
I did it. Yeah, it was me.
yeah, dude. If you
But
get
you
called
have,
it.
Yeah, you have to give credit to me though when people ask.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
who's the first?
So there's not really like, as of right now, there's not a patent, there's not a trademark, there's nothing that not for you, but even something that you're competing against. Like, are there other companies out there that
Yes.
are doing this? Okay.
So there was a patent for carbon fiber skateboards that was drafted in the 70s and filed in the 70s, and so it has
wow.
expired.
Oh.
And to almost make the point, I am not the first person to think of this.
Sure.
A lot of people have tried, and I think a lot of people that tried didn't really know the skateboarding community. And the fact of the matter is we are snobs.
Yeah, dude.
Super
Yeah, dude.
snobby. And so if you're just like, oh, I have this cool idea. And,
That's why I said, like, when I said shin guards, even I kind of recoiled. I was like, ugh, who am I all of a sudden? There's a sadness here.
Skateboarding.
But yeah, no, you're right, man. Like, you can't just break in with a cool new technology for all the kids.
Yeah, right.
Wow, airs.
Exactly.
Air out on your carbon. Wow. Yeah. So you got to have a kind of an inside to the culture.
Right. So I felt like I was positioned specifically well to be able to make this idea work. There's this there's a guy based out of USC that's also doing carbon fiber skateboards, but he's not a skater. He calls himself a skater, but he likes to cruise around.
Yeah.
And so he makes.
You can make carbon fiber. That's the other thing.
Carbon
I feel
fiber
like
cruisers?
longboards, pennies. You were selling, or on your website, there's pennies, longboards, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I feel like those are so much easier to even break into for the market.
Oh yeah,
So
But
much
true like street or whatever, that shit's.
So right. So I want this to be my staple because it's what I
Absolutely.
know. It is the hardest to break into.
Yeah.
And
it has to be
obviously-
perfect. I mean, you can't fuck around. Like, you can make a longboard prototype and a bunch of goofballs are going to hop on and be like, this is about right, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No offense to you goofballs who longboard. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
proud of you
Yeah,
for
we love
trying.
you too.
The dancers.
Yeah, and I mean the dancers are pretty cool, and so I do want to kind of team up with some of them to make a good dance board because I don't know what goes into that.
I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's a dance
But
thing?
at least you're willing to like meet these people and be like, hey, like, what do you think about that? That's the good thing about you.
What
'Cause
are
you-
dancers?
Is that
What
like
it?
roller disco?
No, yeah, on a skateboard. Have you seen that?
No.
On the longboards?
Yeah, there's these
Oh, dude,
longboarders.
it's insane what they
I mean,
do.
is it like slalom, like old Dogtown type shit?
No, it's like literally like breakdancing on a skateboard.
Oh.
On like a longboard.
What?
It's
People
like
just do like body varials and like kind of like cross leg stuff, and then they'll do like a 360 underflip like out of like some weird.
yeah.
So they're almost like they're freestyle skaters.
Yeah,
Kinda, yeah.
it is akin. It
No?
is akin to.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
don't
Well,
have to-
I'll
freestyle
loop it in
skaters.
over.
You'll make.
I'll do the old loop in.
But yeah, it's very interesting seeing that stuff.
Right.
But you're willing. You're not like a poser skater where it's like maybe I'll make them, but you're willing to like talk to them like, hey, like what's going on? Oh, the shape's kind of different. You know, mostly everything about the whole skateboard. As you meet people who are like, I don't know anything about skating. I just want to make it.
Yeah.
Well, I think now that I'm older too, like when we were younger, it was like fuck fruit booters, fuck bikers. There was that attitude.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of that. I don't
haven't
mind.
thought about that phrase
or
in so long.
scooters.
Scooter kids.
Which like scooter kids are like so cool. Like the shit that they do now is amazing.
Oh,
That's crazy.
But
like
we
the-
hated them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because. But now that I'm older, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, it's true.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, it's all good. Like, do whatever breakdance. The point is like, don't act like you're something you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That will annoy me. If you come to a skate park being like, yeah, I'm a skater, man. Yeah, I've been skating for 20 years, kind of a street guy. And then you start like doing, break dancing. You're like, all right, dude. All right. Just
Well, you're not even
call
skating.
yourself something else and be different. And
don't even
let us
start
hate
with
you a
that.
little bit and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't mind people doing their own thing. I just don't like the idea of kind of the poser element.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
definitely.
And I think that is something that's like,
And so people would be able to feel it from you if you didn't skate, if you didn't know about skateboarding.
Right,
You know?
which was one of the uphill battles when I first started this because I had been out of skating for like so long. You know, it is a community that I've always held dear and I always tried to like keep up with like when watching film and stuff like that. But as far as like actually going out there and killing myself, like, definitely toned down.
Yeah.
And then when I came up with the idea, it was like, okay, well, I need to like shake off some cobwebs.
Yeah.
Because I did make some and try to hand them off to skater friends and they were just like,
What?
no. I'm not gonna like smack myself in the shin with that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to kind of like get it up and going myself. And
He did it.
then-
He took all those shinners for you guys. We're going to be riding these boards in the future. Taking one for the team.
That's why, like, you have like Gabric roll up to the park, Trey flip a set, and then be like, "So here, like, Gabric
Basically.
represents your
Basically,
skate."
Yeah. Him and other people too as like the freestylers. Freestyle like
Yeah.
our my roommate Stowe, who's a freestyler, skateboarder, like freestyle and then street skater
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a good kind of like hybrid between
Like-
the two, which I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then you also have like freestylers on the team too.
Mm-hmm.
You have another kid who goes down stuff also who's younger. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He's got like a wide range of different skaters to see how these things break, which
Shredders.
is awesome. Not just like, I'm just going to get a guy who just goes down big stuff. I want different types of skating to be like, okay, it breaks that way. Because he literally asked me like, hey, can I see your board? And I'm like, yeah. And
Who's
there's, like,
who's
a,
he? Oh, yo,
him.
gotcha.
He'll
gotcha.
be like, for Stowe, he does a lot of pogos.
yeah.
So he had the wood hybrid.
That's your
And
buddy
then
that does the freestyle shit, right?
Yeah,
Right.
the freestyle, but street too.
Yeah.
He had his how did it come off? Because you know more of it.
So what ended up happening was the wood started to fall apart in between, and so you had this. I have like a carbon fiber sandwich around wood, and the wood just got eaten away inside, and then you just had two flaps of kind of carbon fiber sticking out on either
No
side.
bueno.
Yeah, right. Which is no good. So
But that's the
definitely
hybrid.
That's the hybrid, and so I still want the hybrid idea to work, especially because it is so popular, and that's what people seem to be more gravitating towards.
Well, especially because it mimics the literal size.
Yes.
Like
Right.
even the thinness of this weirds me out. I'm like, I don't know if I can skate that. Even though I probably could.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's what I thought too. But once you start writing it,
yeah.
it it doesn't feel thin. It doesn't look to you. It doesn't.
Hey man, the revolutionaries, they're always out on an island, by themselves, starting a revolution.
Motorola
you know what I mean?
had to make the Razor phone before they could get to the Razor 2. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it is a beginning.
You know what I mean?
yeah. You know what I mean?
dude.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I remember trading backs with people on my Razor phones. Did you ever do that?
Trading what?
The backs. You know the Razor phone?
Yeah.
Like people would trade the backs of it. Like if you have a red one, a gold one, a black one, you would. If you have a good friend, you just trade the back.
I didn't have any good friends.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
Not good friends, dude.
No.
No
Not
friends.
good
I had
friends.
like a red one with a gold back. It was pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Sound like you had at least one good friend.
I had one good friend.
Yeah, man, that's the key.
And then I had the stick gum phone where you go. It's like looks like a stick of gum.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Oh, the T-Mobile one?
Damn, Gab.
That was like
Can I
this-
call you
this-
Gab?
yeah, call me whatever. I mean,
Can I?
I have so many different names. But yeah,
Gabby baby.
I got
You probably
Gabby
that a lot.
Cake.
Gabby, Bubby, Baby.
Gabby,
Babbo.
Gabby. My girlfriend goes Gabby. I'm like, but yeah, like anyway.
So, but you were thinking about filling this with some sort of obviously like super light, strong foam, and then
Right.
surrounding the carbon fiber with that.
Right. Every test sample that I've made so far hasn't really stood up to the strength requirements that I would want. It's either too heavy or not strong enough. I feel like I can get there eventually. It's just going to take time and money.
Yeah. Yeah,
if
testing.
Anybody wants to
In
give
the
me
mean-
time or money?
In the meantime, you have a sick like this. So you look at this and you go, okay, as a skater, I'm being judgmental. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but okay, same shape, but so it's thin. It's thinner than I like, just because I'm a skater and I like it the way I like it. And then it's that sharp edge.
Yes.
But if those are the only two problems, and it skates like like as good, if not a little bit better, as far as pop, I mean, it's a cool invention, dude. Or not invention, but it's a cool creation of an invention.
Thank you.
Of something. Yeah, it really is cool, dude. I mean, I know skaters can be douchebags about their particularities, but it's
okay. I love
it's a
y'all.
good idea. Yeah.
Just got to get more of the open-minder skaters.
Yeah.
Open-minded.
Open-minders.
Open-minders.
Which is one of the things that I was trying to tell, like, because I have had, I have been fortunate enough to have conversations about my product or with Paul Rodriguez and Andrew Reynolds, and stuff, and
I think if you're thinking with a clear mind, you're like, this is cool. Like, if this can be done right, this is a cool fucking thing, man. It can help kids out. Like poor kids that can't buy boards. But
even on a bigger level, bro, you could sell these in like Brazil and like, you know, where like skateboards are less available.
Right.
Bro.
And you can last you years.
And unfortunately, I missed the bandwagon of I think Walt's an open source, or at least Daniel put together like a care package to send out to like Uganda or something like that.
I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about it either till he posted about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that would have been awesome. To, send out, you know, a bunch of.
You could do it yourself.
Carbon fiber weapons.
And I will, and I want to, but now I need to have like a care
or
package
even
I'll put
dude
together.
for the military. There's so many military people that I know skate. That's
a good point.
That'd be awesome. Like the military to get behind it too. Also, dude, think about that, man. Them using these
doubles as an AK.
as a protection, and people will
Right,
never
they
know
just
it's coming.
Line the trucks with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They just look like a skate crew.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Just a Humvee, a tank, just lined with boards. No, it's just a cool, chill, like a crew, dude.
Dude, it's just this is the Mace skateboards tour through North Korea.
It's the
know,
it's
right?
the girl demo tour, dude. That's Costin's in there. I
But you
bet.
could easily do that because different environments, like for wood, I know probably breaks it or whatever.
What were you saying about Paul Rodriguez and Andrew? Rodriguez and Andrew. I cut you off.
They were commenting on how they wouldn't, after all this time, wouldn't want to have to relearn, you know, and readjust how to do stuff, especially because, you know,
that's
those guys' skill, the skill level that they have is so like dialed in and specific. Having to relearn would probably be really annoying. It was in those conversations where I kind of started to realize that I am actually, my target demographic is not those guys that have been skating for 20 years. It's
kids.
the kids.
Yeah.
It's the kids. Yeah, the kids
they don't have to. It's not like they're adjusting. They're learning.
Paul Rodriguez of 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, you know, like probably at some skate park right now.
Yeah.
The kids like my friend Adam who bought one of those LibTech boards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then went on to try something new. You know what I mean? And just see
Dude, I can already hear like the OG like idea mentality on this, like it changing things. But it is what it is, man. It's a good fucking
everything changes.
It changes.
That's with everything, man.
I know.
With skating now,
Yeah.
like YouTube helps skating more compared to like if you really think
things
about
change naturally, and this is dude. If I had a board that didn't break, I'd be so stoked.
when I was
13,
was younger,
dude. Yeah.
You're like, dang, I have to go buy. Especially when you go to like you buy a new board. I had this happen many times. You buy a new board, you go to a spot, you put the board on, and within 3 tries you break your board. You're like, great,
dude. Yeah.
Another, hey mom, can you buy me a new board? I broke this one. What? You broke? How? It's just skating.
It is a thing.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what we
spend
do.
$60 again on a new board. Like, no.
Yeah. So now you got to borrow your buddy's chipped up old wood, and
Yeah.
now you're skating that shit for 2 months until you can.
Or you got to invent a new kind of skateboard.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the things. It's like
Yeah, man.
And
No,
what-
you're right. It is kind of ready made for the next generation, for whoever needs to learn on it.
Another thing I was thinking about.
But how much do you really have to adjust? Sorry, I didn't mean to
Go
cut you off, because you said that adjust thing. Like when I skated it, are you adjusting anything that you're doing as far as foot position, flick? Is there a feel? Is there anything different in terms of? Like,
I mean, my pop
tray flips. Does it feel different? No, just better pop.
My pop's a lot better, more amazing than I
Yeah.
had prior. That's what I really no, I really never have to. I have to be more aware of like for especially kickflip back tails. I have to be a little bit more aware of how I ditch it. But other than that, it just makes me more focused.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
So I haven't had.
So
to
when they
change
did they? You said Alex Rodriguez.
no, Paul,
Paul Rodriguez.
you're thinking of
So
a
Alex
comedian.
Rodriguez is thinking about getting into this. Yeah, he's gonna quit baseball commentating and get into skating.
Yes.
Paul Rodriguez's dad is a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's not Alex Rodriguez though. Alex Rodriguez is a baseball player.
I know that's what I
For,
said.
who plays for what?
I said Alex.
He doesn't play anymore.
Well, who did he play for?
He played for the Yankees and the stupid Mariners.
And the Rangers.
Oh God.
Stopped off with the Rangers real quick, but yeah. So you talk to them. Did they just say like, oh, we don't want to, we don't want to relearn? But did they actually test it?
Just like some quick pops, just
Just critiques.
That's how they always do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of just like just kind of like ollie up, and I wish I again had been recording this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because to see
Yeah,
like,
that's
the look on
crazy
their
that you
face
didn't do that.
It's like it's really
That's crazy,
stupid.
yeah.
I am such a bad businessman.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
It's
amazing.
okay. You got
Hey
us.
man, you're just a genius, bro. You're a chemistry major, and you know how to do stuff.
You're like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like you got Aaron Paul going out selling the drugs while you're in the back.
Yeah.
See, that's why you got Mean Stowe.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
Walter White.
yeah.
You're Heisenberg.
Yeah, Heisenberg.
just in the,
L.
the
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg. Senor Heisenberg.
Okay. But no, that's how it is. I mean, that's how.
Yeah,
most
you're
companies-
Jesse. Bitch.
Bitch. Ride this board, bitch.
Right at bitch.
I've never
Bitch.
seen a single episode of that shit.
Really?
That's
Really?
my.
Oh,
it's
wow.
It's a one-word impression with Jesse.
Yeah.
It's bitch, and that's it.
Yeah.
I can't do a whole sentence.
But that could also be the dude from Rick and Morty, right?
Which one?
Hellraiser guy. What's his name? Terry.
Scary
Yeah,
Terry.
Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Bitch. Run, but you can't hide, bitch.
But yeah, that's. I mean,
So they were skating it a little bit.
Yeah, just I mean, very briefly, and they were very complimentary. You know, they had like only nice things to say, except for it's like there is this kind of like adjustment that that would need to be made.
what was the
And
adjustment?
so,
Did they say?
I mean, I was just assuming like timing, like with the difference in pop, like there might be, a difference in timing or pressure put on like a specific flick. Like I don't know. I know I needed to change.
Flex, maybe.
That's crazy because I don't think about that
Really?
when I skate. No, I don't think about that whole timing thing at all.
What do you mean?
Like what he's saying, timing. I don't ever see the difference with that. Like that the professionals have been doing it for so long that there's a timing and the way the pop or something. I've never had to go through my head like that.
It could be and obviously by the time you're at that level, I mean you've been fine tuning. I mean you skateboards for a specific amount of time.
Yeah.
Grip the same way.
Yeah.
Like certain everything is
Yeah.
pretty tuned.
Yeah.
Well-
Well, for me in bushings, I can understand that little piece, but other than
Yeah.
that, like I don't see. I mean, I grew up riding Frankenstein boards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different.
I mean, but even I can relate a little bit because like even now if I, that's an element board. Before that I was riding a Valsurf blank. When I went from either or so I'll hop on and like my heel flips are a little weird. And I'm like, oh, this new deck, I got to learn heel flips slightly different.
Yeah.
I got to tune that. And that can be board to board. And then you have
Yeah.
concave differences, which can be a total
I
game
can
changer.
understand that. I don't like skating flat boards.
Flat's bad. Too deep is bad too.
Yeah.
Like that can fuck it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I could imagine
If
if
being
I
at that
actually
level.
went out and skated this and it was an 8, and it was this, everything was cool, I could imagine it would take a while.
Yeah.
Especially with that. I mean, it's weird because the problem is that it's too good. Like the pop thing, that it's like glued to your feet a little bit.
Yeah.
In a good way, but you're like, shit, I'm not used to being this great. I'm not used to being like this clean
You're like,
and
wait,
crispy.
I'm cheating. What?
Yeah. No, it's cool, man.
Which is another thing too. I don't know if it'll be like banned from competitions and stuff because
Right.
Oh.
in like professional baseball you can't.
Yeah.
You have to use a specific bat because
It's interesting.
Anything else would be like an unfair advantage. So I don't know if this is going to be
That'd be
that,
ridiculous if someone did that. I'd be like, you're ridiculous.
That's
Yeah, I know,
that's
but
what I'm
a good-
saying.
I mean, that's a good way to think about it. Be like, okay, is this gonna happen? But I don't think so. I feel like so many things are changing in skateboarding that within a couple of years, people are gonna accept this, as they accepted YouTube skaters. Like, it's gonna be accepted no matter what.
Well, it just depends on, it's like power and numbers. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a nebulous thing. You do whatever the fuck you want. Skateboarding, skateboarding has no rules, guys.
No, it doesn't.
Oh shit, I think we stopped recording.
Did we?
that's fine.
Yeah, it happens. That's all right. We'll do video layovers. Is it? Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
died.
it's dead.
Oh,
We don't have another battery?
We do actually.
Do you want me to put it in?
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's do a little break.
Break.
super jittery, dude. I'm like,
Oh, really? A little too much?
coffee. It's okay.
A little too much juice?
Where's the... Does it help you flick at all? Like,
The flick?
yeah.
This little corner.
How there's like a little corner there, you know what I mean?
That is a mistake.
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake. Don't
That's
say
what
that.
that's what Bob Ross would call a happy mistake.
Yeah, that's right. No such thing. That's right. There's no such thing as mistakes. Just happy little accidents.
No such thing as mistakes, just happy accidents.
Where were
It's a
we?
little happy poof.
Jeez, I don't even know.
Happy poof of a cloud.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said it's heavy.
I think this one is a little heavy, which is why I didn't hand it out to anybody. Yes.
That's an 825.
Yeah, that's an 825.
See, dude, I wonder, like, if I took a file, like I just took a file, could I already asked this question, I think.
File
but
it down.
I could file that down a little bit, right?
Yeah,
like round it out.
For sure.
I mean, when you get
For sure.
one, when you
You
buy
could even
one,
just
yeah.
take a...
I mean, when you pay full motherfucking price, no
Do whatever you
discount.
want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We've already sold like 500 of these skateboards to all of our listeners.
Yeah. They're buying as we speak.
Look for an increase in sales.
Thanks to this podcast.
Yeah.
We call it the setup.
No, it's
bar.
funny. We just had like an OG DIY skate spot builder, Clayton Grawl. And it's funny to go from like him, he's like OG skater, to like new tech. You know, like,
I mean,
we're covering all the
what's your next one?
all the facets. Figure skating, actually. We're just hard left. We're
Wait,
just doing a
what?
hard left. We're
Who's
doing
fig-
figure skating next.
Finger skating.
No, figure.
Oh, finger skating.
Figure. I was
Figure
just joking.
skating.
I was trying to make a
Oh,
joke.
figure skating.
Yeah.
Classic
Are you really?
Culver bit.
Are you really going in for figure skating?
No, just
Oh.
a joke.
I mean, you could. It was.
I can
just-
do whatever. Yeah,
it
we can
just
do whatever
was
the
the
fuck we
Olympics.
want.
Christy
Yeah.
Yamaguchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She get Christy Yamaguchi.
It's actually kind of a reference to an old joke on another episode.
Oh, you brought it
that
back.
joke didn't work then either.
Oh, you brought it back.
Well,
yeah.
So that's how you work. That's how
Yeah.
it works. You got to bring it back.
You always bring it back,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's either Christy
3
Yamaguchi
times.
or
One more time.
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez gets mentioned on this podcast at least once every time.
Yeah.
Alex-
on accident
Yeah,
too.
on accident,
Every
too.
time.
Yeah, every time.
So you gotta
Dude,
make-
that's
Last
so
time
true.
Alex Rodriguez was on accident too.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to think of Edgar Martinez.
Alex Rodriguez.
that's-
That's like your first thing.
Yeah. A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Or as my little cousin used to call him when he was a kid, Gay Rod.
Wow.
He didn't know. He's like, oh, Gay Rod's so good. And we just laughed at his
yeah.
Oh, he
face.
thought it was his actual
Yeah, he
name.
thought that was his name. He didn't know what gay or anything was, or that
Yeah.
was even like
A term.
a term of, what I used to get called all the time.
But you're not.
I wrote down this question for you, Mike. How dare you?
How dare you? I think he's
more than you would think.
I think he's more mad that he didn't make up this idea. That's why he's like, "How dare you?
How dare you get to this before me?
Yeah, like that's
No,
the
it's sick, man.
That's the thing.
That's what the OGs are thinking. How dare you, new guy? No, not really.
Sure.
We're all on board. That was a total joke.
On board, get it?
Hey-o, there it
Oh, there you go.
is. Fully customizable, I noticed. You said something about that.
It is.
So you can, because you're hand making each one.
Because I'm hand making each one, I can, if you wanted to, vary the amount of flex and the resulting pop, or the exact shape. If there is some like obscure like kind of hammerhead shape that somebody would want, for a board, as long as they can provide it or at least give me the resources to be able to obtain it, I can replicate the shape.
So they would have to send you like a cardboard cutout of. Is that
no?
what you're saying?
I would. They would need to either supply me with the wood version, or or like a
a picture.
yeah, or
Amazon.
Amazon, like an Amazon order account,
Yeah.
so that I could buy the board and then make the shape.
Oh,
but,
I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah, but then with custom shapes, obviously there's a higher price tag.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
$7 million. $7 million a skateboard.
7 million. Is
$7 million
per. You just need to sell one, and you're good.
Just one. Yeah,
Didn't
just need one
Supreme
buyer.
push out like a
Oh my gosh.
$65,000?
Of
Who?
course they
I know
would.
a skater who skated that. I used to skate
Really?
with him. Yeah.
What?
His name. Okay. So there's this guy who skates Lanark Park. Have you been there, guys?
Lanark Park.
Lanark
No.
Park.
Where's Lanark Park?
He has a boyfriend who is really famous. His name is Jeffree Star. Do you know who Jeffree Star is?
No.
Makeup, cosmetics, super dope dude. Tatted up, whatever. And his boyfriend skates, who I skated for a little bit. Super cool dude. He's actually kind of gangster, and he's from Ohio. Super cool. And
A lot of curveballs there.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Jeffree did a collab with Supreme, and he bought his boyfriend a skateboard, a Supreme board, which he broke, and it was like $20,000-$30,000.
I don't know anything about
Wait,
these
what?
Supreme boards.
So wait,
No,
what-
not Supreme.
what-
It was Louis Vuitton. It was
Louis
Louis
Vuitton?
Vuitton board. It was
Okay.
Supreme and Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
no, wait.
So he had some sort of customizable fancy skateboard whatever made.
I think it just has like the LV on there, and
Yeah, the
therefore
LV.
is
Yeah,
worth
yeah.
like
And then wood,
30,000.
a wood
Wood,
board.
just wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
so
broke
it's not
it.
like made out of like.
No, it's not made out of that.
And then he skated it and busted it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And it was like $30,000. And I was like, what? But he probably got it for free
some
just
people
because
can
it's
spend money however you want. You know what I mean?
That's incredible.
Get them brand new Jordans, start skating those.
So it's just the brand. It's not even about the. You know what I mean? It's like
think about it.
it's like buying a fucking shirt for $60.
Are we
And it's
allowed to
just
hate
got-
that a little bit? Can I hate that?
Yeah, I
a
hate
little
that.
bit?
I think that's
Yeah.
bullshit. It's so stupid.
Am I allowed to? The guy's all right, but can I hate the whole thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend $30,000 on a skateboard.
I don't want
especially brakes.
Think
There's
about how
like-
many carbon boards you could buy.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of inevitable change,
3.
but I don't want like a.
Like 3 carbon boards. and
Yeah.
that much money.
Dude.
Well, it worked for Wu-Tang, right? Like they had the
Yeah.
one album that they sold for, however much to that asshole. And
Yeah.
So I mean, why not?
Just gotta make one board.
You just got to find one guy that wants to up the price on a very life-saving drug, and then sell him a skateboard. So.
Yeah.
And I've heard
Is that Skrelly guy? Is that a
criticism.
Skrelly reference?
Shout out to Skrelly.
Shout out Skrelly, homie.
Oh my god.
Shout out to my homie Squirrels.
Some
in the
other
pen.
Small business owners have criticized me, saying that if anything, I'm selling the boards for too low. That
Yeah.
they should be,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because it's like
Sorry. What do we? How much does one cost?
as of right now, they're going for $500.
Okay. And
a
that's too low
piece.
to these people.
Yes.
Who want to drive you out of
Yes,
business?
they are not skaters.
Oh yeah, because they're businessmen. They want to make money off of.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so somebody was like, if my unit cost was $100 per, per unit, I would, I would be selling it for like $2,000 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
And so I'm like, no, I can't in good conscience.
My skin is crawling.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just the entire concept of it.
Right. And so,
But just even that way of thinking, you know what I mean? It's like, how much does a wood deck cost per deck? I would imagine. I wonder.
What kind of deck?
60,
Pro deck?
$70. Yeah,
like
yeah.
just yeah.
a regular I just bought
Not
a blank for
no,
like
no,
$30.
too.
You know what I
Sorry,
mean?
the manufacturer.
to make, I've
I
heard
feel you.
that they make almost nothing on the
Yeah,
on the-
so
on
there
the
you
wood
go.
decks.
It's a fucking-
all the all the stuff around it. It's the shirts, it's the the trucks and bearings and hats and all that kind of stuff where the companies make money off of. I've heard the decks don't actually.
Because you just did so it was 1,000, so it would be 2,000. I'm no mathematician, but
He really isn't.
I'm not at all. Like not even
No.
close. That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
that's a big markup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the percentage.
A markup.
Is it 200%?
Yeah.
Is that dumb?
Yeah.
No, 20.
It's 20%.
20 times. So yeah.
What would be the percentage of that? All right, who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking about what would that differential be in regular skateboards. Like
Oh,
that
like
would mean
what the
that
markup
Oh.
should be in skating. Like if it cost like
yeah, if they were
$1 to
gonna, if
make,
all of skateboarding was operating under that douchebag
it'd be
mentality.
1,600 because if it costs 2,000, it costs $100 to make,
Yeah,
so it'd be 2,000. So if it costs $60 to make, just add 1,600. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
1,600. Think about it.
Something like that.
Yeah, it'd be 1,600.
okay, yeah. So yeah, those guys are being just total. I mean, as far as the mentality, it's not
Well,
like
it's-
that's not skate.
Right. And I mean, these are guys
Thinking.
that makes these are people that make like components for like smartphones and drones and
But that people-
GoPros and that kind of stuff.
and other things that end in own.
Calzones, calderones.
Calderones.
Yeah, that's his last name.
Yeah.
They make they
They
specialize in
they
calderones.
specialize in Mies.
Yours?
Mies. Yeah,
They just
Mies.
make multiple. There's
They
a whole
make.
factory
They make.
out
There's a few.
There's a few of
There's a
them.
few.
They
They don't look. They look kind of like me.
But their market's going after like people already have that stuff, like the phones and all that.
Right.
You're
And
going
like,
out.
even like the markup on like longboards, because like a nice high quality Sector 9 will run you $300-$500, and it's like that's still just 7-ply maple, maybe like
Yeah.
a layer of bamboo in there, and
Right.
and so they're able to mark it up for that specific market. But I mean street skaters, we're not We don't spend that on anything.
We don't play that shit.
we get hand-me-downs or
Hand-me-down
something.
phones and
Yep.
broken decks with like chipped edges and stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's the market I'm trying to appeal to with this, $500 skateboard
For the little kids. For the
little kids.
No, man, but
Definitely.
it should be repeated. I mean, it's like you said, like it's an expensive thing to buy. But let's go through the average. Let's say you're skating every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you at least get a busted board within a month. Not even broken, but just
Yeah.
kind of busted and chipped
Chipped
wood.
up.
Yeah.
Pops a little flat.
Raise your tail.
And if you're a heavy guy or a stomper, a Gabric stomper,
Yeah.
you might be breaking that board within a month. But let's
Yeah.
give it like a month and a half, 2 months average, which is, I think, a long time. I think
Yeah.
most people, if you're
Yeah.
skating all the time, is like a month.
Yeah.
So 2 months, that's $6 a year times $50. You get the grip or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another question I would want to wonder how they grip. Anyways, so yeah, again, let's get into math. Let's go to math again.
Welcome back to Nolan's Math Corner.
6 times 60,
6 times 60.
36.
Wait.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah, $360.
Okay, so, and then add another half a year, right?
Yeah.
About. Now you got. So a
360.
year and a half. In a year and a half, you make your money back, I guess. So
Yeah.
theoretically, the money, this board would have to last you at least 2 years for it to feel like
Pretty much.
a win.
Pretty much. And yeah, so the guy that's like skating every day, the main problem you're going to run into is the tails. Like, not this one. These two. If I don't fall. Yeah, I got it. You got it? Yeah. Were made with the same mold. And so
Okay.
you can see eventually the tails just wear down to the point that, it's
Okay.
like the pop's gone.
Yeah,
There's no angle left.
Well,
on
and
it.
the shape is gone. I mean, obviously,
Right.
even if the pop was still there, but the tail was tiny, now you got a whole
Yeah.
problem there.
So
How long did that take?
9 months.
Okay.
So the year and a half isn't quite there if you're going to be like, hardcore every day.
Yeah.
And so what I kind of want to do, this obviously.
But if you're hardcore every day, though, we got to change the math. I mean, I'm not trying to be finicky here, but if you're hardcore every day, you're skating a new board every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Minimum or maximum, whatever
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
So you're looking at least 12 to 15 boards a year.
And then you're not
Yeah.
and think about this, you're not
And you're not
sponsored.
sponsored. So it's math
And-
again, 50 times.
And it's your parents who are paying for it,
Mhm.
not you.
5 times 6 is 30.
No, 5 times 15.
Oh, 5
Or no.
times
50 times 15.
50 times 15?
That's a lot.
500.
2,500.
500. Oh, so it'd be 750.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So you made the money back in a little, like 9 months.
Yeah.
And that's, all right. That's
Then-
funny.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
said 9 months. So
Yeah.
interesting.
So the math almost kind of makes sense there. Honestly, for like early stages, I'm hoping just for like kind of like rich, maybe spoiled kids to be buying.
We need more of them in
which
skateboarding.
honestly, those are the
Sponsored by mom and dad.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mom and dad
no,
sponsored
and
kids.
those are all the sales that I've had so far are those kids, and there is a market for that.
Interesting.
And so that's kind of where I'm getting my financial footing, and then I want to drop my unit price and maybe shift everything into being like a membership,
Okay.
where you just pay your monthly dues, and it's like, hey, I scuffed up my board. I want a new one. Send
That's
it
pretty
back.
good. I never heard of that
And
before.
then you get,
Oh,
you
interesting.
get a brand new board.
Ooh, like
A
a
you know?
board
skate buyback.
subscription.
Yeah.
Service.
And these things are potentially refurbishable.
oh, you send your shit back.
You send the shit back.
Oh, that's a good point.
Fix it.
You
and
have like
then-
early Netflix model.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. That's. I
I didn't
mean.
hear about this. This is new to me. This is awesome.
I mean, it's.
Oh,
it's
that
kind
makes
of
the unit price be able to. I mean, now we're talking business, dudes. That would really drop the unit price
That
because
would
you can
really
get the material back.
exactly.
And
exactly. I
Interesting.
would get the kind of the core back.
You'd have to get like you have to hire a bunch of people to. You'd have to have like a team of dudes that can fix them though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. So all this requires money, development.
Yeah, manpower.
Manpower.
This is like the
and I
beginning
don't-
stages, yeah.
Right. And I don't have any of that. It's
Oh.
just, it's just me.
Mark Cuban happens to listen to this podcast. It's so weird.
Yeah,
that
he's
you
a
say that.
huge
He's a
fan.
huge
Mark Cuban, yeah.
Mike Cuban.
He's a billionaire
He's a
that just kind
billionaire
of
investor.
owns the Mavericks.
Owns the
and
Ma-
he was
the
on
Dallas
Shark Tank.
Mavericks.
Oh, he watches.
He's the host.
Yeah,
of-
he
listens to this
drops
podcast.
in every once in a while.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
he might be. Hey, Mark. He lives in this building.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He just get away from everyone.
He runs like
He
a
lives-
little operation out of this apartment building in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Victory in North Hollywood.
Victory, Beck Avenue, North
Mhm.
Hollywood.
Nice. But yeah. that sounds-
Anybody with money, I need some.
Yeah, I mean, if today my roommate was talking about doing I guess in Glendale and Pasadena there's a camp like teaching kids how to skate.
I have not heard of this.
Yeah, Stowe told me that today. And if we go and if we work there, it'd be like talk to the parents. Hey, I write for this company. Like, check it out. Your boards will last for a little kid. For a little kid, that board will last.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. Yeah,
6 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily.
Yeah.
And for a parent being like, oh, it's all scuffed up, I have to buy a new board. Like, hey guys, this investment is $500. It'll last you. For a little kid who can't break anything and who will,
Right.
you know what I mean? That'll last.
Nah, it's a
And
good.
guess what? And it's waterproof.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
No, it's a good model, man. If this thing skates like a skateboard, that's all that matters. Like in terms of as a skater, you're like, all right, if it's a skateboard and it acts like a skateboard and it's a fucking good idea, man. It's a good, not just a good idea. It's like it's practical as fuck. Yeah, it's great, man.
I'm hoping because I really want to give something to the community. I'm not that douchebag trying to like mark something up like crazy.
Yeah.
To just,
and like you said, it's tough, like that whole Tesla comparison, because obviously they start expensive because it's new technology.
Yeah.
And then you're saying once this establishes, you can bring the unit price way down. And if the unit price goes way down, then, or not even way down, just down, you're talking about a major improvement on like the comparison between how many boards you're buying and buying one of these.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the goal is to kind of hopefully make wood obsolete.
Yeah.
I mean, I really
Save the
have
planet.
so much respect for the skateboard community, and it is kind of disappointing that we're using kind of archaic technology.
Sure.
And it's I mean, like why are we on wood? Everybody.
But dude, you're gonna have the purists, man. It's like baseball too. You know what I mean? Of course, you could use a metal bat, but bro, that's not baseball. You know.
It isn't.
So you're always gonna compete with that
I know the
that
hate's
type
out
of
there.
mentality. Yeah. That'll never go away.
Babe Ruth didn't play with aluminum.
No, sure didn't.
He also died of syphilis.
But then true.
There's that too.
Didn't wear condoms either.
But there's no written rule in skateboarding.
gonna
If
use
you think
that.
about that, there's a written rule in baseball.
A what?
There's a written rule in baseball that you have to use wood bats, but there's no written rule
Totally.
in skateboarding.
And that there's like an irony there, because it's kind of a hypocrisy of like, oh no, we're core, that's what we do. It's like, dude, there's no fucking rules here. That's what
think about
skateboarding
it.
That's
is.
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Remember, like we didn't want to go in the Olympics, but now look at we're in the Olympics. So
Are
things
we?
are changing.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we're going.
2020, we're
Yeah,
in the Olympics.
2020.
What?
And there's 3 skaters from each country who get chosen.
Really?
Who gets
That's our
chosen.
goal as podcasters, is to be covering the
No,
Olympics.
dude, that'd be so dope.
Yeah,
Fly us out, Olympics.
yeah. So things are
Yeah,
changing.
that's how that works.
Yeah. Buy us out. Come on, we'll pay for everything. No, but things are gonna change. Like if people start hating on us, like, well, we're in the Olympics. That's a good argument to be like, well, things are changing. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's try something new.
But the purists would be like, fuck the Olympics.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would be a counterpoint to the purists.
who are the purists? Like who are we talking about?
Well, here's the deal with skateboarding. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's just the idea that it's a weird thing that there are no rules in skateboarding. It's do whatever the fuck you want. It's counterculture. It's anarchy. But there are rules.
Yeah, there is.
And if you're breaking them, you're kind of on the outside. And it's it's a little like we do stand up. It's like that too. There are these like gatekeepers to how you behave, how you dress,
Really?
whether or not you're the real
Really?
deal.
Like
Yeah.
what?
So, but
Like for example, because I act, so it's like I don't know really about.
in comedy?
No, I do improv and stuff.
No,
I know those rules, but no, I'm saying the rules in comedy. Like, what is, like, you have rules.
There's just unwritten like I don't
Like,
know
for example?
ways that you operate on stage.
Like, don't like when you're hosting a show and you call someone's name, you don't leave the stage before they get up there. You gotta wait for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, no matter how fucking long some asshole takes, you gotta stand on stage and shake their hand.
Yeah.
And put them on stage. You never leave the stage early.
Okay.
And then
That's
there's
a
also
rule,
like
that you learn.
there's also like snobby styles of what's expected as far as the performer.
Okay.
So like for instance, the Dane Cook type will always kind of be looked down on a little bit by the skateboard, maybe the skateboard community. I don't know. But by the comedy community, whether right or wrong, the big, boisterous, loud, fun, likable guy that is appealing to the lowest common denominator in air quotes is going to be a little bit looked down on in the comedy world as like they're not highbrow, they're not really, you know what I mean, they're pandering a little, even though they might be amazing and funny and original. So there's things like that where like that, and I don't agree with that mentality either because that's incorrect.
Yeah.
Like guys like Dane Cook, although he was
like the biggest comedian in the world for like 4 years.
yeah, and he got accused of some theft, but overall he
Yeah.
was an
So, like-
original comic. Like
Yeah.
he actually kind of invented a style to a certain degree when he came up.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why everybody's copying Dane Cook. But anyways, it's just that mentality of like there are no rules, but on
There
the
is.
inside,
Yeah.
there's people like, oh, there is rules, and
Yeah.
we play by them, and you're
Yeah.
not. So, but I think that's douchey, and I think you should quit being that way. I'm looking right at the camera.
That's right.
Grow up.
I mean, I know the older people are all accepting it now. Somewhat.
Exactly, because they're mature enough to realize like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
It's not. If you were coming in with like a business suit and like a $2,000 markup,
They'd be
then
like,
everybody would get the fuck out of here.
yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
for
like,
sure.
nah, dog, you don't skate. Get out of here.
You don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you have the right mentality, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks.
Especially even just like you're like, I'm operating on a low cost now with the goal that I even want to get lower.
Yeah, you want to.
I don't want to go
Yeah.
up. I want to go down.
Yeah.
That's an amazing mentality.
So,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, yeah, you go.
Oh yeah, no. I if I honestly like plan the next couple years out correctly, be able to afford some honestly very expensive equipment, but then that will take the kind of like the hand making them element out, and then it'll become kind of machine operated.
Yeah.
And with the drop in costs, hopefully unit sales go up, and then I can get sponsored riders actually
Yeah.
like pay you to get out there and do
Yeah.
cool shit.
Yeah.
And have guys coming in and operating the machines, and so
Also-
then it's like
Yeah.
have hundreds of these boards flying out as opposed to 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to cut you off. It also doesn't have to be like a hostile takeover. Like it could be like, some dudes skate carbon fiber, some dudes stick with the wood,
Yeah.
That's the other thing. There's
Doesn't
room
matter.
for everything. Just have
Yeah.
fun with whatever you want to operate on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, if like Baker Element or Blind, wants to buy them and slap their logo on it, I'd be all about that.
Right.
Right.
And they offer the option. It'd be like you can get the wood or you can get the carbon fiber.
Right. Or just even put like a carbon fiber skin just like on top of like a wood deck. That's something else that I want to.
Oh, interesting.
I want to do too. Just like grab a handful of cheap blanks, throw down just like one layer of carbon fiber just to give the kind of the aesthetic appeal.
Yeah.
And then it's like bam, and now you're able to have this kind of like affordable.
Is this like surface on the bottom? Like, do you need to use less like wax on a rail or like a curb or anything like that because of the? Is it?
It's a slide well.
Does it slide?
Slides pretty well, yeah. I'm the guy who's always like putting wax on my board because you know how it's like the ledge gets like super sticky, so I constantly wax my board. Yeah, I was surprised how well it slides, especially on the Noho ledge. You know how that ledge is.
Yeah.
Super sticky.
Which one? The down ledge?
No, the one by the manual pads.
Oh yeah, that thing's gritty as fuck. Yeah. So it
no-
slides on that pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even let's say that rail is really specific.
Yes,
so
that rail.
the little rail, that
one-
over the
The one you did crook heel.
Yes.
Null heel. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Like that's like a pretty notoriously sticky.
Yeah, no,
rail,
I slide
right?
well, yeah.
Slides well on that.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool, man. I can dig it.
Do you know if Stowe waxed the ground for that Casper slide that he did?
No, I don't know. But mostly, probably did just because it's not even that. He probably did so the wheels could slide. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Okay.
mostly. Yeah. I mean, I can. Yeah. In that sense, yeah, I would say he probably did. Or maybe
Okay.
not. I don't know. That spot's pretty slippery.
I don't know one way or the other, but I do know that graphite is used as a lubricant in some in certain industries, and so there is
The porn industry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what
Yeah.
industry is that?
The gay
It was right
sex
there
So-
for the taking.
They'll use like graphite powder. I think in like larger machinery, like I think the those giant trucks that they use to like move rockets like into their spaceships into their launch thing. I think they use graphite in their bearings to like keep everything like,
word.
moving. And so one of the kind of dreams when I first came up with it was to have the carbon fiber itself be a kind of a self-lubricating surface.
Yeah.
That that doesn't require as
So
much.
no more
wax.
waxing.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get rid of it completely, but yeah.
So
that's the
better
amount.
pop, less wax.
What else?
Self lubricating,
Ooh.
like a lady.
The sexiest board on the market.
That's right.
Hookups is like, but we're still around.
The first.
Oh my gosh,
The first
hookups?
board is called the Greta.
The
Yeah,
Greta.
It's just a lady's name.
Okay.
Greta?
Yeah, Greta.
Like a German.
We'll
name.
accept that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let it.
Okay.
The
Let it
listeners have been polled and they like that name. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The verdict is in.
Do you need more do? Kind of getting tired over there.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. I gotta do the do.
You gotta do the do. Anything else you want to talk about as far as the board? As far like, are you? So the website is remind me.
Ridemace.com.
Ride Mace
M-A-C-E.
MACE.
Not like Mace,
And you can
the
buy them as
rapper.
of like right now, made to order,
Yes.
like today.
Today.
Yeah.
Right now. You can go on and pay me monies, and I will.
Pays me money.
And
I will make you a carbon fiber skateboard.
And
that
if you
will not
have a
break.
skateboard that you want it to specifically look like and feel like, how would you? What's the process to kind of make that happen?
We have a contact page. Email me dimensions and or the specific board that you want from Amazon. I will order it, make the shape, make the board, and
Will that have to be added on the cost?
that will be added on the cost. It will
Maybe
probably,
send them the board in the end.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. No, if you want the wood board after that, like
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore. I have the shape.
How long does it like? So I order a skateboard today. How long until it gets to my house?
I think 4 days.
Really?
4 days ultimately, yeah.
Wow.
Because it's like a day and a half to make and let like the paint set, and then the rest is just like the shipping time. And I usually do like 2 day shipping.
Oh, okay.
And you seem super cool. I would imagine communication wise, they could be like, "Hey man, this isn't quite like. Is there like not? What about like they don't like it? They get it and they're like, this isn't really what the. It's not really like the board that I sent you. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not happy with it. What would that process be like? It'd be like, send it back. Let me try to do something new with it, or what?
Yeah, if there's something that I can like legit fix,
Yeah.
like this thing here, like this like little lip that shouldn't be there. That's easy enough to kind of get rid of or fix the mold and replace the unit. If like you're just like, I don't like the pop because or like it's it hurts when it hits me. Like I'll probably just be like, well,
It is what it is,
it is
man.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for being a test case.
Right.
You know?
I mean,
Which is
yeah.
totally fair. I'm not. Yeah, that's great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do
Yeah,
that.
I'll be willing to work with people and kind of give them what they want. I am doing this because I love skaters and I love skating. It's not. Yeah, I'm not trying to. Definitely not trying to dick anyone
Trying to do
over.
something you love
Yeah.
with skating. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Do you sell product? Do you sell hats? Do you sell shit like that?
We have hats on the way. We have stickers, and I'm trying to get shirts and hoodies and stuff too. But
Right on.
that's that's down the line.
What's your Instagram again?
Instagram is just Mace Boards.
Mace
MAC Boards.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you're putting up clips on there all the time.
Trying. It's mostly Stowe.
Yeah. I haven't got anything recently. I haven't gone out in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
I want to try to get a clip. We do a skate. We can't today. Well, I guess we can because you can skate in the rain.
Yeah, you
can, yeah.
But then you
Care
got to
about
deal
your
with
bearings.
bearings. Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta do
bearings got to. We were talking about that. Bearings
Yeah.
got to catch up to the technology now.
They do have ceramic bearings.
They do.
They
There
have
you
ceramic
go.
bearings.
Who's
too.
on
the
it?
bones
Who
Swiss
made-
ceramic bearings they've had forever, right? But they're not.
They're not waterproof though.
They're not waterproof.
Oh,
No,
really?
Because the balls in it are ceramic, not the bearings, like the
Not the outside,
casing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
But no, my brother has his like ride in the rain set up.
Really?
Yeah, he has ceramic bearings and the carbon fiber board.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to distract.
Yeah. How's that going?
They rattle. The bearings rattle for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean, he likes his setup. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't
That's
really.
interesting. No, I've never heard of waterproof bearings. I have a waterproof board. No, I need to get waterproof bearings.
Yeah.
Yep.
About damn time.
Skate.
Then move to Seattle and always skate all
Yeah,
the
think
time.
about those skaters. So, yeah, you have to skate in the rain.
That's a game changer for Seattle. You'd have like a whole
Yeah.
different because we talked about this on another podcast how like Seattle skating, a lot of skaters that come out of there have kind of a unique way of skating because of the terrain up there is so brutal. Like the ground's rougher, the spots are weird and mossy and clunky as fuck. So you have to you have to learn how to skate in kind of disadvantageous environments, but it actually makes what you skate a little bit unique. Like we talked about this guy. There's this guy named Jordan Sanchez out of Seattle who skates like.
There's another guy too. Who else is a pro who's from there?
Corey Kennedy, but
Oh,
he's like a traditional skater as far as hey, like it happens.
No, there's another guy. Who
Josh Anderson.
No. Crap, what's his name?
From Seattle.
Yeah, I think so. Or he skates in Seattle now. No, it's another guy.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of dudes that have come out of there that are super sick.
I know.
I mean, there's Griffin Gass is coming up right now. He just had a Thrasher part.
I mean, when they all come to California, they can kill
Or
it.
a 30. Yeah.
Simon Jensen, former guest.
Yeah. My buddy Simon, when we were. So we all used to skate for this skate shop called Midstate up in near where he's from, actually, Ellensburg. And we had a little crew. And.
This was after I left, so.
Yeah. Alex, me and Alex rode for that shop together.
Kills it.
Yeah. So we were all skating back. This is 9 years ago. It's a long time ago. And we were all a little crew back then. And this kid, Simon, was like the Grom of the crew. He was like 13 at the time. He was so sick. He was already so sick. And he's so sick, dude.
Yeah. Killing it.
He came down last weekend and we skated. I hadn't skated with him in 9 years. I hadn't seen him in 9 years. So he went from like a 13. Now he's like 23. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like a grown-ass man. Oh, my God, dude. I'm not exaggerating. It's the best skateboarding I've seen at that skate park.
Noho?
Since I've been there, he destroyed that park as hard as any. I mean, it's not like everybody goes there trying to destroy every single time they're there, but it was unbelievable.
Yeah, but it was also like he wasn't even trying.
And he was just fucking around, dude.
Yeah.
Frontside flipping that goofy hip. You know that the little hip with the bench on top? He just boost frontside flipped. It's hard to even pop off of that because it's steep.
Yeah, definitely.
There's going to be video of that, peep that, future episode.
There's so much footage of him.
Yeah, we filmed him for
that trip.
Wow.
Backside, he did like big backside air on like this 9-foot quarter pipe.
Where?
Up in,
La Crescenta skate park.
Yeah, La Crescenta.
Which I've never been to. It's in like the northwest part of the valley, up on the 210.
Have you been to Santa Clarita Park?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is that the one you didn't
It's
go?
not that.
No, it's not that one.
Should have taken me to that one. Holy crap!
Yeah, that park's ridiculous. It's like an amusement park.
Yeah,
almost.
it's weird.
It's goofy.
It's weird, but it's cool. But
and it has flow. It's cool, but it's mega too, man. Jesus, yeah, it's a crazy park.
If you guys want to go skate that sometime, we go skate that. We go to my aunt's house after and go swim in her pool. Boom.
Let's do it.
Can we get some sandwiches?
Dude, how'd you know? She owns a sandwich shop.
Wow.
It's called Anthony's Aunt's Sandwiches.
Ooh, for free?
Wow, she really loves you.
No, we've never met.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go now.
Yeah,
I don't have a whip right now. I can't really get up there. So if you guys want to take me, I guess
We could do it.
Oh, so we brought up Simon to just say that he's another Seattle guy,
Yeah.
but he's not really on the public skate. Like if you're a skater, you might know him. He had a part on Thrasher, but
one of those
He's
guys.
Flow for like Thunder and
Flow for
Nike.
a lot of shit. Nike and
And-
he's trying to get from Flow to Am on a lot of different shit. Crooked,
He's only 23.
23.
Give him like a year.
He's
Yeah.
so sick.
He's so good.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool to see him after all this time because he was so sick when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously he's gonna be good,
Yeah.
but he was like, when you see a pro, you're like, oh.
Does he break boards easily?
Does he need a board?
Yeah, like,
does he need a sponsor?
No,
Talk to Crooked, man.
Isn't he? I was gonna say. I think I have one of his boards, don't I? He gave me one.
Oh, nice.
Trick
Yeah.
boards are cool.
Well, my skateboard got stolen last week, so he.
What?
He was in town and
He stole
gave me
it.
a whole.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
he gave you a whole new complete.
Whole new complete, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my garage got busted into in my apartment building, and I left one of my back doors open, and the dude just fucking got it. Boom.
And then he
Dick
woke
hole.
up with a sob story, and we're like, just show up, dude. And then they pieced him together a whole new complete.
That's always
That was dope.
fun.
Yeah, my first
Homies.
Yeah, my first 9-inch skateboard.
You never had a size 9?
No, I've always ridden 775 since I was.
How do you like it?
Dang, that's a big jump.
I've only really had. It's actually an 8.5 too, so it's,
Yeah.
it's a big skateboard. I like it. It's a lot more surface area to
Yeah.
land on.
Wait, is it an 8.5 or a 9?
It's an 8.5.
What's this
Simon told
9-inch
me.
thing you said?
What?
So it was a
You
9
You said something about a 9-inch skateboard.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said those words.
No, I didn't.
Did I hear?
Yeah, I heard
Well,
9
we have it
inch.
recorded.
Yeah,
so.
you
Yeah.
said 9-inch.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. No, it's a 775.
No, you always been saying 775.
775, and then I got a 8.5. That's what this was.
It's an 8.5. Okay.
Yeah, 8.5. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And you like it?
So far, so good.
And
I
what
like
size
the,
shoe
I
do you
like
wear?
the pop Chevy's on it.
Oh, yeah.
I wear 11s.
Yeah, I could tell
Big
when you
enough
were
feet.
skating. You're pretty tall, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Sorry, man. I am pretty bad at interrupting. I'm trying to get better as a host of a
you're
podcast.
breaking all the rules in comedy.
Grip tape. So the board can last 2 years theoretically, but what about like you get some dirty old grip? You know what I mean? What do you do about that? What would you do about that?
I mean, you just basically have to replace the grip.
And heat it up, peel it, and re-slap on some shit?
Yeah, pretty much. You can sand off a lot of the kind of gooey stuff that's left over. And,
Yeah. That's just a little
pretty
project you got to do every once in a while.
Good. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And one of the other guys that I have out there riding board, Robert.
Yeah.
He's already had to replace the grip on his the blue board that I got him.
How'd it go?
A few months back. Not the best.
Replacing the grip didn't go well?
Yeah. I mean, and that was, I mean, that's on him. Like I wasn't associated with that. But
I don't know that guy.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't know how to
not
replace
present.
grip. I've never done
I mean,
that.
I haven't had to replace my grip at all, and it's pretty chilling.
But eventually you'd have, I mean, right? Like
Yeah.
after like 6 months, you gotta.
Really?
Yeah, because it would get flat. Like the grip's gonna flatten and
Well, maybe I'll get there because that's never happened to me before. I never got to that point.
You
of
break your
riding-
board.
It-
Yeah.
It's not like you've never thought about it either. It's not like you're like,
Yeah.
I need to regrip this.
you
right?
don't
Otherwise it would've
regrip
been.
wood boards. You break your board before you ever need to regrip
Yeah,
it.
so I never had that
right,
issue.
right. Yeah, no.
Or
But
you
it
have
gets
so
dirty
many-
and wears down over time. You get flat spots.
Right, yeah. Or you have so many chips and shit, like regripping chipped up skateboards. Stupid.
It just doesn't
Right.
happen. The
Yeah,
grip
it
always
looks-
outlasts
it
a
looks
deck.
ridiculous when you've got like, a
Like
big
a
ass
chip
chip out of the
gone,
nose,
you see
and
the
yeah,
grip
and you
tape.
just cover up the grip tape over the
Oh yeah, that doesn't happen either. Chipping your board, that doesn't happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't. So you can see like on this one, the ends kind of get like
Just get worn down.
the fraying between the layers kind of
Right.
happens a little bit, but it doesn't chip. And actually, as far as like re-gripping a board, like I ripped the grip tape off this board, and it's a perfectly good surface for gripping again.
Gotcha.
You didn't even need a heat gun or anything to rip it off.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I mean, I didn't.
He is a
but-
Marine.
You're also you're
he's
also a
Marine.
beast.
That's a good point.
Fair enough.
No, I bet you it's super easy to regrip the board.
Yeah, it's just something you gotta. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never done it. You'd figure it out. You'd be like, okay, let me figure out how to
Yeah.
do that. That's a new thing. A new thing. Cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Is there anything else you wanted to get to as far as just what you find interesting or important about the board?
Not, I guess not specifically. Nothing I can really think of right now.
Not that there should be anything.
It's,
I mean, I think we about covered it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think we got 2 hours in on your skateboard, right?
You
It's
really?
almost 2 hours.
Why?
Yeah.
All
Recording?
right.
How long?
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the first one, almost 2 hours, like hour 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
You-
That's about how long they go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because you just chit chat, you just
Chit-chat.
hang out and
chill.
yeah. I mean, we just bullshitted for the first half hour. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
fun
mean, but
stuff.
this has got to be this is one of our longer ones, right?
They're all between an
usually like
hour
an
and
hour.
2.5 hours.
I cut it off at an hour usually when I'm not having fun. No, I'm just
Are you not having fun? Wow. Drink more Mountain
It's
Dew.
been 2 hours. Though.
Someone
that,
buy
was
him
my,
Mountain Dew.
that was my point.
You can ask
is I
anything.
didn't cut it off.
Oh no, a good
anything.
podcast should just you'd be like, we don't have to end it, but let's do it, because they're having a good time.
Well, yeah.
So we did with Julian. It was like 2.5.
Oh
Yeah,
And, like,
it
he had
was
to get
2.5.
home.
Yeah.
We have a
Wow.
buddy who's a skate buddy who's an MMA fighter now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
He was
Well,
on,
I'm-
Get hurt.
I'm not an MMA fighter, but I am an actor. But
but I could play one in
can
a
play
commercial.
one.
or
I
on
could talk to you
television.
about that shit.
it's
That would
okay.
be interesting.
I mean, it's cool. I mean,
Well,
I
we
love
could
it.
also have just Gabric on in the future.
Yeah.
you
Well, I
know?
was thinking about having my other
Or we could have
roommates.
both of you guys on again, and now we focus more on Gabric and his new company.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna like my roommates more, just because one is like, you got one. Okay, you got
More
like,
than what? More than you?
Oh, no, more. I mean, it's just interesting because, like, you know how, like, in Pokemon, you see everything evolve from
Yeah.
like Charmander to like there's 3 stages.
Yeah, I
That's
never
like-
played that shit.
Really?
No, I never
You never
did.
played Pokemon?
No.
Oh, you never watched the TV
Well, you
show?
know what happened? That this is the small difference in our age. I was a little too old for that shit. I'm
Really?
31. Yeah, so when it became mainstream, I was
What was
like
your thing?
15.
What was your thing?
All the things, dude. There's so
Okay,
many
what was
things.
like all the things? Like what?
Oh
is
no,
one?
I'm trying to think. Like, so there was fucking Beanie Babies.
Oh, I remember Beanie Babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pogs.
But what was like something that?
Pogs.
That's right. Pogs were before.
Pogs were
Pogs?
the shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
never heard of that.
I'm just trying to think of the kid thing, because I mean,
Yeah.
Pogs, dude. I think high
What is
schoolers were playing with
Pogs?
Pogs. Pogs were these
Like little cardboard round things, and you like try to flip them over, and if you flip them over, you win. You have like a thing called
It's a weird game.
slammer.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What's a okay? What's
So
like,
they come in a cylinder,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Pringles can type cylinder.
yeah.
They're like collecting baseball cards. There's different types, different stuff.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
you collect slammers, and slammers are these cool like metal or some other material,
Heavy plastic.
heavy things. And the idea is you smack a stack of pogs,
Yeah.
and then however many you flip over, you get your buddy's pogs. It's all about like collecting pogs. Yeah,
so that was like the Pokemon thing, or was there something else that was like?
I think
bigger than
Beanie Baby. Yeah, I don't know. What
Beanie
was like the
Babies-
Pokemon
Beanie
thing?
Babies-
I feel like it was like Pogs.
Yeah, it's probably Pogs.
Pogs, yeah, because it was a game.
But we were real little with Pogs, like
Pogs,
8,
I'm
9 years
saying,
old.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I was
like-
like second, third grade.
Yeah.
For Pogs.
I'm saying like Pokemon, like what was something as big as Pokemon back then?
Pogs.
Pogs.
Pogs is
Yeah,
big.
because but Pokemon was Pokemon. You know what I mean? I remember Pokemon coming out when I was in like.
Well, you know, it was
fourth or
like
fifth grade.
Pokemon, dude, was just video games. I mean, that's the best comparison. It's just Nintendo,
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Yo,
was-
I
was-
had Nintendo.
Yeah.
I had like the old one.
yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, like, with my roommates, it's like an evolution. Like, it's like you got one who's a freestyler, and then you got that, which is Mike, and then you got Stowe, who's a freestyler, skater. Like, not sorry, freestyle street skater, and then you got me, who's just all street.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like each like different thing.
Discipline.
You guys
Discipline.
cover the we
field.
both squeaked. Did you hear that?
field.
Yeah.
I squeaked and then you did right after.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like that's pretty cool. Like hearing all different types.
We just fist bumped
Ooh.
microphones.
We just touch tips.
Yeah, that is really cool.
So
you guys
it's
cover
like-
the spectrum.
Yeah, so it's pretty dope, especially with the.
Are you, and you're not a roommate.
I am
Right?
not a roommate.
Okay.
not a
He's
roommate,
married.
no.
He's married.
Oh,
has his
that's
own
right. You're
house.
married.
He
How
and
long you
his
been
wife.
married?
I have been married. What year is it?
2042.
Yeah, right. I've been married 7.5, almost 8 years.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Kind
Right
of giving you a run for your money.
Yeah,
long have you been
man.
married?
I'm almost at 6, 5.5 right now. Yeah.
So you did it at like
25.
younger than me. Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Just fucking did it, man.
did it? What do you mean? How'd you
Yeah,
propose?
no.
Like-
Oh, the proposal?
Yeah.
Oh, that story's pretty crazy. So I took her to Cancun, and I had a whole just general. Did you do Cancun?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I have a much dumber story. Please keep going.
So I took her to Cancun. I was gonna do the classic, like we're gonna have dinner on the beach, overlooking the ocean, private server.
Yeah.
So it's all
Champagne with the ring in it.
boring
Yeah.
in the general sense, like cool
Yeah.
for us, but not a good story, right? But because I'm a fuck up, what happened was that day we were at an all-inclusive resort, so we're just drinking tequila all day, getting
Oh,
drunk.
great.
And I'm trying to kill time because that day was open. Like every other day, I had plans. We're gonna go, do all this crazy stuff, ride ATVs, go to
Yeah.
different cities. But that day, I was like, we're just hanging out at the resort, and because I'm gonna propose and stuff. But
How'd you pay for the resort?
it was cheap. We were at a shitty place. Yeah, it was all-inclusive, but
Yeah, still.
it was like
Okay.
2-star. Like
Whatever.
yeah. Dude, I had diarrhea the whole time. So at some point in the day, it was like 2 hours before the dinner, and I was trying to just think of something fun for us to do. So
Yeah.
she likes soccer. I set up our shoes on the beach to play one-on-one soccer.
that's
Yeah,
good.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Then we're playing soccer. We're drunk. And then she was really destroying me. And I started to be like, all right, I got to step up my game a little bit.
It's kind of like the bowling situation last week where your wife fucking destroyed everyone at bowling.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So she's really good at soccer. She grew up playing soccer.
Okay.
And I'm an oaf, and I'm drunk. So anyway, she was doing this move on me that was working over and over. I tried to mimic that move, and it's going to be hard if you're watching, you can see. But basically, she would like box me out from the ball,
Yeah.
and then whatever angle I took to try to get the ball, she'd just rotate around me and go score a goal.
Yeah.
I tried to do that, box her out, but then when she went in, I went the direction she came in.
Yeah.
And so she comes in with her head, I come up like a puppy dog
yeah.
with my head, and I knocked her unconscious. I hit her square in the right cheekbone.
Yeah.
Broke that. Turns out she broke her cheekbone. We didn't.
Because you did that.
So I knocked her out. She goes down. She hits like face down into the ground.
Yeah.
And she's out for probably, I mean, you know how it feels like forever?
Yeah.
It's like 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then she peels over and she does that horrible, like, unconscious noise, like that, that growl that they do.
Right then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude, I was freaking out.
So you
I
proposed
prayed.
it.
I
So-
was praying. I was like, oh, Jesus, no. Because, like, dude, I didn't know what I did to her. She's just out in Cancun 2 hours before I'm going to propose. And
You think she was gonna break up with you right then and there?
No, I just thought she might be dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I hurt her
You
really
wasted
bad.
so many years on this,
And we don't have insurance. We're just kids, so we're not going to the hospital. So whatever.
Yeah.
We went inside, and she was all right. She was a little hazy, and she was a little woozy, but we ended up doing it. We fucked. No, I'm just joking.
I don't want
the concussion.
I don't want to say anything right now about what I saw today, but I like your style.
Yeah. So then she, we had the dinner. She said yes. Everything went according to plan, other than she had a busted face.
Oh.
And then, man, it was scary, but it worked out. Turned out to be a better story than if it went well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it went well, then it's just like, oh great, yeah, that's cute. Yeah.
What about you?
We both had a Tuesday off. And we were like, what do you want to do tomorrow? Let's get married.
Dude, that's like my parents.
No
too.
way. That's awesome.
Dude, it's like my dad. Like, for some reason, yeah.
And then you knocked her out.
Yeah, right.
So you can thank your collective bosses for giving you those 2 days off.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Our parents were pissed because
That's
Well, it's like
everyone was
They just
really
went,
mad.
yeah, like same with my parents. My dad was like, "You want to get married?" My mom was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." No, like, you know what I mean?
no decorum. No.
No, like, it's like, okay. No, like, big proposal.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay.
Yep. I dig it.
I don't know. I might do something big. I don't know what though. I'm one of those guys who tries something.
Are you?
I wanted to go big. That's why I fucked up.
Are you in a committed relationship currently?
I am in a committed relationship.
Oh my
We've
God.
talked about within the first 3 months dating here. We talked about everything. Like, you know those
Like
you know,
butt stuff or
yeah, like butt stuff. you know those relationship where it's like,
Specifically butt stuff.
yeah, like after like you
Well, when
tell
I think of everything, the first thing I think of is butt stuff.
you're like, wait, okay, we're
Where
talking
do you
about
stand
that.
on it? Where do you stand on it?
Me?
Do you like graphite lube?
Where do you sit on it?
I
Don't
use
do
it.
I use don't do it. It's only machinery. No, I mean,
Where
it's
do you
like,
sit on butt stuff? Is my question.
I don't know. I mean, I'm down for whatever. I'm down.
But anyways, you guys
I'm
talked
all
about
in.
everything.
What?
Your balls deep.
Yeah, I'm all in. No, it's just like those relationships where it's like takes 2 years to talk about, are we gonna have kids? Are we gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the first 3 months, like we already knew what we wanted. And
Yeah.
We're all pretty. I mean, we're pretty easygoing. Where it's like we want this, we want this. And we're all like, you know what I mean?
Practical about it.
Yeah. So it's like it's cool. It's awesome.
I did the same. I was second date. I was like, if we're gonna get together, I'm gonna marry you. That's what I said. I was insane.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was
You
like,
said that to her,
I
and she
told her, I
didn't
was like,
run away from you.
I told her if we date, I'm intending to marry you.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
did the same thing.
First girlfriend?
No.
No.
But kinda. I mean, I was like a mega Christian back then, so I was serious about
Whoa.
you know what I mean, about sex and fucking and sex.
Did you
and
wait?
fucking.
Did you wait with her?
Yeah. Did you wait?
Yeah,
You did?
We did handies and blowies, but
For how long?
Christian sex till marriage. We didn't penetrate until marriage. There was no penetration.
You did the same thing too.
Samesies, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Are you
Really?
Are you Christian or
Christian, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could go back in time, I'd have.
He would destroy.
Oh, yeah, I've grown so much.
Yeah.
But at the time, dude, I wanted
And
God
she
to be
was
a fan of it.
Is she was she very religious?
She no, but
She was the
She's
opposite.
like Jesus. She's like naturally meant to be a Christian.
And she
doesn't
was
need religion.
but she was totally.
She's got a
cool.
beard.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, and a
So
tan.
She's got.
No. She's just like this. She's like just a naturally Christian person without ever having the beliefs. You know what I mean? As far as
So she was
her-
always going to wait until marriage.
not even. She just is like
When it comes to
Christian
comes.
morals made perfect sense to her the way she lived anyways. Not even in a prudish way. She just has like a Mother Teresa type
What do you,
spirit.
so you mean she's a better person?
She's
than
a
all
really
of
good
us?
person. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a
She's
good
a
human
good
being.
human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being a Christian, forgiving people, loving people, being generous.
Yeah.
Waiting till marriage because it makes your marriage even that much better. All the stuff they sell you
Did
in
it
church.
make did it make it
She's
better?
like, yeah. I
You
mean,
wait.
it was the first time we fucked. It was unbelievable. Yeah, but I mean,
Now it's like,
it's gonna be the first
well, not
time.
but you know what I mean.
Well, it's totally different. It's the first time you fuck is the one first time. So
Yeah.
if you did that 2 years earlier or 2 years later, it doesn't matter.
You just want to lose your. I mean, you lost your virginity. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a Christian growing up. I became one later. Yeah.
In
But,
he went the opposite route in college and became.
Yeah,
a
I went to
fucking
college.
Christian.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then I
Which is
flipped it.
which is where because that's where everybody
It has
goes
fornicate.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I went the
Rumspringa.
opposite. Yeah, it's a rum.
So you were just like, I don't want to catch anything, so I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's more. Yeah,
That was
sure.
smart of
Let's
you. You
just
were
say
going to
that.
school in
Yeah.
Ellensburg,
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah. I was going to school in a dirty hick town with weird,
Yeah.
strange ladies.
It's a one-horse town, and that horse has herpes.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
And we all take a ride.
That's right.
Not me. Not me.
Sometimes 3 at a time.
Oh,
Farmer John
God.
has the herpes.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, we.
That isn't me with my relationship. But
No,
I did
no,
wait. But I
it's-
did wait. I did wait.
Yeah.
I'm that guy who's like, if I really want to, I will. But it
Yeah.
means something to me.
Well, you know,
But I'm
you're
not
going to
Christian.
hell, and
It's good. Oh, thanks. It's good. Thanks, dog. That's
We're all going to hell.
We're all going to hell.
no, I don't. I think it's great. Fuck when you want to fuck. Get to know each other. It's great. To have as much
Fun.
penetrate. You know what I mean?
but-
Penetrate.
But let's be honest.
If
and
there's a
that's-
message.
If there's a message, yes.
Yeah,
if
what's
there's
the
a message
message?
to
What's
take
the-
home from this podcast?
Yeah, what's the message?
It's just fuck who you want to fuck. You
And
know?
penetrate as
And
much as
penetrate
possible,
as much
man.
as
I
possible.
mean,
All about
if you're having a good
penetration.
time, why not?
yeah,
right.
dude.
Doesn't matter.
Unless it's like a dog or like something that doesn't
Oh yeah.
deserve it.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Consenting parties.
Consenting
they
parties.
both had to be consenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and yes.
But
But
is,
anyway.
is the peanut butter consent? You know.
As long as you don't as long as you don't use your hands.
Right.
Yeah. No hands.
Okay.
No hands.
No hands.
No hands, ma.
Look at me.
No hands, mom.
Look at me. Got a bull weevil on my dick.
Oh God.
So
You're gonna
you waited as well. You were a Christian boy.
I did, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was raised super Christian and conservative. My dad was like an assistant pastor and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
What style? What style of pastor? What style of church? Were you fun church?
We're pretty like non-denominational, just kind of like generic Christian.
Yeah.
Sort of
Rock music in the
yeah.
worship.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of POD.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, gotta get down with that POD.
That was pretty dope. I'm not
Show.
gonna lie. I
Yeah.
remember that
Yeah.
band. Oh my God.
And so is my wife, and so yeah, we were both just like we're not gonna do stuff until we get married.
Yeah.
And then
And
we
then you
got
said,
married and
"Do
we went
stuff to
crazy,
this."
yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes, really.
Remember all that butt stuff we talked about?
Yeah.
It's going down.
It's going. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, wait. Well, yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say something else. Something dirty. Because like most people I meet who are Christian, they talk about. I mean, like really Christian, and they want to try sexual stuff. They talk about like you can't penetrate. You know.
Well, yeah.
They go the back door.
Yeah,
They go the
the
back
old-
door.
and Oates had that song.
I've heard of that.
They go the back
old,
doorway.
yeah.
And I met a girl who's like, yeah, dude,
The Jesus loophole.
yeah. And
Yeah. The Jesus poop hole. Garfunkel and Oates had a song about that. Do you remember that?
Really?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
No, not Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Garfunkel
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Oates. Which
I
is
always mess it up too.
Not
Yeah.
Oates. It's not Oates and Hall.
yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've met people who are like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well.
Well, or no,
wait,
dude,
no,
yeah, you'll
Simon
do
and-
hand
Simon
jobs.
Oates.
Like, it's a weird guilt. All it is guilt. It's God's gonna be really mad at you, and you're gonna have to tell your pastor.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this weird system of rules that you have to abide by,
Mm-hmm.
so that doesn't happen. But some of those rules you can bend them. You do some hand jobs, some blowies, and you're in trouble, but not as big a trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to get like a probation. You're not going to jail type of thing with God.
It's kind of funny too because I can't find in the Bible where it specifically restricts that stuff. It
No,
seems
it's
like more
all-
of a culture thing
It's very culture.
than it is actually what like the
It's a
rules
con-
that were set up.
It's a control thing more than anything, I think.
It really is. It's absolutely. It's silly and absurd. I mean, we can get into the old Bible corner if we want.
No, thank you.
Not one.
I was raised there.
If we're doing Bible Corner, I'm doing Have a Good
Bye,
day.
bye.
Corner.
Yeah, I'm going
Bye,
home.
Bible Corner.
No,
yeah.
I'm not doing political or Bible crap because I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Like it's not. You know what I mean?
Suffice
What do
it
you
to say
But what do you think Donald Trump's political views are
my fucking
on
God.
on the Bible.
on the Bible?
Well, the only thing I gotta say is I got Bernie Sanders when I did the test, so I'm just. I was like, okay, cool.
Your herpes test.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really
Your-
weird.
your
No,
Bernie
there's- I
test.
guess you got the Bernie Sanders.
I guess
strain
there's
of
a
herpes?
test. There's a test that I didn't know about. Like you can, like it's like 100 questions, and you just do the test, and whatever you feel like your thing is, it will give you like who you could vote for, like specifically. And there was like 40. It was like Bernie and all these other people, and I was like, oh, cool. I don't even know who this guy is, but awesome.
Yeah,
So
I dig it.
yeah. Other than that, yeah, I don't like getting into that stuff because there's no point.
I'm with
'Cause
you, man.
Everyone should just love each other no matter what.
Hell yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
you know, stuff gets in the way, and it's just like why?
Bone each other and play with butts and buy a Mace board.
And buy
a
a
Mace
Mace board. Do
That
it.
stuff.
And
And
learn
that's
and learn Thai massage.
Time is. Oh yeah. Time
Hit your head and see what you're good at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
see what you're good at. Just
Don't,
do
like,
it.
Try new stuff because you
Yeah.
might be good at it.
exactly. You might
Or just hit your head really
just-
hard.
Kids hit your head
Really hard.
really hard. You might
You might lose your
find-
smell.
You might lose your smell, or you might just become the best Thai massage therapist
And not having
This
smell
side
really
of the
isn't that bad.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Most
North
people are complaining
Hollywood.
about the way stuff smells.
Yeah,
I
there
never
you
have
go.
to worry about it.
See,
Oh,
you don't
dude.
have to worry about a girl fart.
Dude,
That's a very good point.
my brother, he'll fart up a storm. He's got no problem with
Yeah,
it. You
see?
know?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I've been farting all afternoon, and you haven't noticed at all.
See, there you go. Only
See?
pluses.
See? See? Awesome.
This has been Gabric Ramos.
We've already done Instagrams
And-
and all that stuff.
Oh, well, no.
Oh yeah, what's yours?
Gabric_Ramos, but I'm really on it now.
GABRIK
No.
C.
No. It's like fabric,
Oh.
but with a G. Everyone thinks it's like Gabric from, what's his name? Do you guys watch hockey?
Mm-mm.
Okay, there's a LA Kings guy. His name's Gabric, and his last name's Gabric, and he spells it GABRIK. And I'm like, ugh, looks
Fucking
ugly.
Polish bitch.
I know, right?
Mike, what's your last name?
Montoya.
Mike Montoya. Do you want anybody to follow you on anything other than what you've already said? The Mace.
Yeah, check out our website, ridemace.com, and Maceboards is our Instagram. That's
Cool.
pretty much all we got right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
And if you want to hang out, just Facebook. Like if people just want to hang out with you, right? You're
Oh,
open to
Or
hanging.
DM me on Instagram.
You just want to go to the beach.
Kinda,
If somebody wants to go to the beach with you and just
Yeah.
kind of hang out on a Saturday,
Just DM.
might be busy, but yeah, DM me. We'll
Alright, cool.
we'll hit
Let's
it
do
up.
it.
DM, you'll get it a little extra D
yeah,
with that. All right.
Uh,
I'm Anthony Calderon.
I'll do this stuff at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
Thanks for
Seriously.
having us, man.
Yeah,
we
thanks
had
for having
fun.
us. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, first time.
We'll have you
Great
back.
time.
You're local. You're down the street.
Oh, dude, like
if I need a guest or like
I'll just
every-
run over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just run over.
What do you want me to talk about? Whatever. Give me
Bible
a
and the politics. You're like, oh.
Okay.
See ya.
Let me dress up and be a different character. I'll definitely do that.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye,
All right,
everyone.
Bye.
This has been a Podaholics Comedy Network presentation. Podaholics.com